Alright, so, technical difficulties aside, I think that Gaz, nobody heard you at all, so if you want to do the recap one more time.
Of course, of course. So, last session we made our first steps into the Stolen Lands. We had an unpleasant encounter with a pair of boys, which ended with a lot of us on the floor and a very close win. Followed by a more pleasant encounter with a local, an alchemist. Boken was his name, and we made some small talk. He gave us a quest, I guess we could call it, and proceeded from there towards Oleg's trading post. We met Oleg and had a chat about the problems going on in the Stolen Lands right now, namely that because of the bandits harassing him and all that, he hasn't been able to restock his supplies. So, considering the bandits were going to come by soon, we decided to help him out and set a trap, which ended up quite successful with us absolutely annihilating the bandits and making a good first impression, hopefully, on them.
I think so, as, well, you didn't leave too many survivors. Actually, none at all.
One, didn't we?
No, we shot him in the back with a ballista.
There's
no, like
one in the encampment that we captured.
In the encampment.
Yes.
Yeah, at the door we captured.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh,
yeah, Chris
yeah.
downed him with a non-lethal.
Yeah, this guy is still alive, I think. Either or, one or the other. One of them you purposefully sort of kept alive there without eviscerating them with a ballista on the other end. So, with that being said, let us begin here with you guys looking down at the corpses of these bandits that would have, well, fleeced Oleg and Svetlana for all they owned. From here, what do you guys do? Where do you go?
I'm gonna take any knives or weapons this unconscious bandit has.
Alrighty.
I am up too.
He's alive, so I can't take stuff off of him.
Yep.
Oh yeah, technically he's... I'll just put him down to 0 again. Do you accidentally slit his throat? No. So yeah, you can take things off of him now. He should be marked dead. Daggers, little knives, none of them looking quite good, quite, effective. And these bandits themselves, you noticed, weren't looking that old or that experienced. Maybe young adults press-ganged into working with the Stag Lord's bandits.
What did I plan on doing with all that scrap metal? It's hardly useful as weapons.
Well,
be
I don't
useful
want him
to
to hold
somebody.
on to a weapon.
I could actually buy it all off of you, as part of the reward. Svetlana dear, go and get our stash. I think they deserve something for this. As she rushes off, sort of a little bit giddy, or happy there. Giraffe, you go through each of the bodies, looting them for everything they have.
This one's mine. I took him down. I'm
Right.
taking his rations.
This archer, the commander of theirs, it seemed, he also has something special on him. An amulet, apparently, of the Stag Lord. Sort of this insignia of a stag that's sort of rent to the side in this sort of bastardization of some sort of natural symbol.
Ah, so a trophy then.
Something of a sort?
Something like that. Or just something to sell.
Hmm.
I'd say he fought well, but he was not very honorable towards these people.
I will say as well, Svetlana rushes out with this sort of bag in hand. Here you are. This is, we kept this for someone we expected to come by and help us. Finders keepers? Well, saviors keepers, we should say.
Heh.
So, healing potions, 2 of them, 2 antidotes, and 15 gold pieces to be divvied up between y'all.
That will
Antidotes.
certainly be a wonderful help.
Antidotes. Is the wildlife here poisonous?
Well, some of it.
I wonder who around here could poison people.
You're not wildlife, Yarn. I will say you're kind of wild, though.
I must thank you again. Yes, we'll deal with the bodies as they are, but is that one still breathing over there?
We've kept him alive. I have some questions I would like to ask of him, of course.
Well then, we don't have anywhere to put him here. What do you plan to do with him after you, well, ask your questions?
Maybe just let him run. Learn.
I don't think letting him run after we put in all his effort of capturing him is a good idea, especially because he's probably just gonna tell his buddies all about what happened.
If we play
Then
our
you
Maybe
cards
that's
propose
a
we
right.
good
bring him
thing.
back to the keep, don't you?
It might be a good thing if he tells us his buddies. That'll make him afraid.
Or them again, or organize a counterattack.
Unfortunately, or rather, perhaps fortunately for you, we're too far away from the outdoor lands for any quick response to this. Justice is yours to serve, in this case.
What we do back at home is we do not simply execute every last criminal for uh, at the very least, I suppose, he could at least be imprisoned. Yes, isn't that what we do in civilized lands?
Kiva, he would have killed these people if he had the chance.
All right, but
Why not? Why not have him? Why not keep him around as free labor?
you're not proposing what I think you are you?
Well, we're not going to kill him, but we are going to keep him inside the trading post for now and have him, or rather convince him to maybe help rebuild, considering he's probably one of the reasons this place looks.
Well, perhaps we should speak with him first before we jump to any hasty conclusions, one way or the other. Perhaps he can be redeemed in some way.
Well, redemption for work always works for me.
Certainly an honest form of work, more than what he's been doing.
And you never know, maybe he'd be interested in getting away from the banditry life.
Exactly, you understand.
So, as you guys go
Can
down,
we keep him?
as you guys consider what to do with the man, he starts to sort of come out of that slumber, well, forceful slumber that Giraffe put upon him. Or was it Kiba? I forget. Anyway,
Yes, it was definitely one of us.
you absolutely make sure that he's not going anywhere. He has no weapons. He looks scared as he opens his eyes. Oh, as all these memories just suddenly appear in his mind. I'm sorry. I didn't want to do any of that.
I understand. Are you all right now?
Oh, I'm hurting. Hit my head damn hard.
Good.
I think you should consider yourself the lucky one.
He sort of leans over and sees the other bandits that's have been dealt with here. Maybe I am. Name's Jameson.
Well, Jameson, I'm sure that you and I have much to speak about. Perhaps we should go somewhere more comfortable. What do you all think?
I'll tell you everything I know.
I think here is fine.
Well, we could at least set him down in a bed or something.
Or at the very least, make sure he doesn't soil himself within the next 5 minutes.
I can. I'm fine. just ask your questions.
What's with this bandit group? What do you guys want?
It ain't exactly what I want, but I got pressed into working with these fellas. These Stag Lord's bandits.
I see, like a form of conscription.
I guess. I mean, me and my friends. I mean, I don't know where my friends went, but we was out hunting near to the hinterlands around here. Less well hunted. I figured we would catch something better, but they came along and threatened us. Told us that they're gonna be taking control from now on. And they need more in their little armor for the Stag Lord. Ah, man, from what I've heard, it's a nasty fella.
Heard.
Sorta.
I suppose you've not actually seen him yourself.
No, I haven't. I haven't been down to the fort.
The fort?
Yeah, the others back at the camp, they talked about a fort, sending things there, but I never been there. I don't know where it is.
Don't know where it is.
But
Not even a rough idea. Generalization.
they say it's south. That's it.
Somewhere south.
I can tell you where our camp is, where the rest of us are. Closer by.
That seems like a line worth investigating. Come on, spit it out.
It's southwest of here, into the forest. That part of the Greenbelt there. Here, I'll show you on your map. As we open up the map of the Stolen
And we open
Lands.
up the map indeed.
He tells you it is to the southeast, and he points along that river that you have there. It's somewhere along here. I can't tell you exactly. I ain't seen a map like this. I don't have a reference for it.
And how many people are there at any one time?
Well, there was us, and then there was the others who usually are out of camp. At best, I think 6 or 7 in camp at one time. But if you're going there, you'll be dealing with Cressel. She's the real lieutenant around here. She's a nasty sort. She's a real killer herself.
Can you tell us about her?
All I can tell you is the rumors that she took to the bandit life pretty easily. Maimed and killed people coming along. I never challenged her on anything. She has a quick temper.
Gas sort of glances over to Kiva. You gonna try to redeem her too?
The way it works, I believe, is that those who buy into that sort of banditry that easily don't quite want to be redeemed. However, we can't say the same about the underlings, especially if many of them were conscripted against their will. The approach that we should take, I believe, is to cut off the head of the snake, and then try to convince everyone else to lay down their arms and surrender. Minimize casualties as possible, and show that we can be merciful to those who willingly choose to turn away from a life of banditry. What do you all think about that?
I actually
That
support
would
it.
certainly work. Be a lot easier than, say, fighting them all. A lot less to clean up as well.
You may want to write this down. We are starting a new government and penal system ourselves.
So, with you being done here, what are you going to do now? Are you planning to go back to the bandits? Perrin says, poking at this prisoner.
I would want to go back. I promise you. I got family to the north, up in Rossland. I want to get back there.
Oh, well then. I see no reason why we shouldn't allow you to go north.
Would certainly work.
And I promise you, fellas, I ain't laid a hand on anyone. I just went along with them, worked the camp, and looked threatening every so often, but as you saw, I barely know how to fight.
I understand, and I strongly suspect that all of us understand.
Looks blankly at everyone else.
I do. If you're no longer considering yourself our enemy, I have no quarrel with you now.
Was hoping he could maybe help out Oleg, but if he's got already people that need helping, his family that is, then by all means he can go.
Well, the groundwork of a warren is the deadliest weapon it has. So are you certain about this?
I ain't causing no trouble here.
And we're not exactly in a position to hold anybody until this is all over. I support the idea of sending this one north.
And what guarantee is there that he just won't turn around? Go back to the bandits.
Well,
If we see him there when we visit his friend Kressel, then, well, he probably knows what he's in for.
He's going to Rostethal, then we send him with enough supplies just to get there. That's a good enough guarantee, is it not?
yeah, I ain't going back. I don't want to work with them. Promise you.
Graf gives him a creepy smile. I'm glad.
Besides, you've seen what we're capable of, haven't you?
I've seen it. Yeah. Y'all don't mess around.
We're going to do what we can to end the tyranny of the bandits here. I assure you of that. Hopefully, with any luck, we might be able to save even more.
Thank you. You're doing a kind thing here. He sort of like dusts himself off, looking to the gate. Can I go?
I do think so. Are we all agreed now?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. He scrambles out the doors there as soon as they sort of go up and starts going to the east here down the road. Opportunity attack that I hear from Sheriff. Just fucking
Yeah, that was a joke. That was
No.
a joke.
slash him on the way out. There we go. Anyway, with them dealt with, you see Oleg's already sort of piled up the rest of the bodies. What do you do from here?
Was there anything interesting on any of them?
Not really. Many of them just had simple knives on them.
Some silver. I put it in the party inventory. Some of it. I'll be honest, I didn't count.
We should probably prep for a push into the southwest. Oleg,
Right?
you know anything about that area?
Well, that's where a few of the hunters I've worked with or sold things to have gone. They tell about creatures in those forests. Should be wary of. Creatures like, well, Fae.
The Fae are here?
Well,
We learned this from Vulcan, remember?
that's what they say. I don't really know much else about the region, but you seem capable enough. But as a matter of fact, while you're out there, I did perhaps want you to look for something for me.
Oh, what would that be?
Well, first things first, he sort of like leans over as Svetlana's sort of cleaning up the place. I know she won't ask you this herself, but I think she'd be much happier with her ring back. If you find it on those bandits, Cressel's the one that took it. Could you bring it back?
Yes, it's made of bronze with a little red gem. Is that correct?
Correct.
We will make sure that it comes back to you safely.
Thank you. Thank you kindly. So I'm going to add one of the quests as active for you guys.
That's our shopping list.
Oh, and
Bangberries and the wedding band.
Fangberries and the wedding band as well. Oh yeah, Fangberries. Yeah, when I did something where overwrote what you guys had, so you have Fangberries as well. Did you remember anything else that they asked you for, Svetlana and Oleg? That might have just been it.
That was it, the wedding band.
Okay. Though, as Oleg sort of nods at you, Svetlana does come up. Y'all heading out, if you find anything out there that looks like a big blue plant, you mind taking its tubers and, well, I'd like to make a soup out of those moon radishes.
Moon radishes, big blue plant tubers.
Oh, does
Okay.
it sound like too much trouble?
Yeah, they aren't too far. They're sort of on the edge of the forest there, southwest of here. You'll probably be able to find them. If you do, I'll cook some up for you, and maybe they might be helpful to you out there.
That sounds wonderful. Speaking of plants, you all don't happen to know about a thicket of fangberries that direction, do you?
You see Oleg sort of stroke his chin. Don't exactly know. Honestly, you're just gonna have to look around there.
It was worth a try.
speaking of if you've seen things, have you seen an really angry woman pass by with a big sword?
As a matter of fact, one woman like that did come by. I thought she was from some other, well, area, but you know about her?
Who's a
We've met
friend?
her.
Yeah, she barged in, asked about the biggest thing she could kill. I told her about the stories of Tusk Gutter down in the forest there as well. I mean, there is actually an old wanted poster for that creature here. I can give that to you too.
Well, if you're going to go there, might as well cash in on a bounty, right?
Or help her do so. Might win her approval.
Might even be able to tell her about the tales of a bandit leader named Cress. Might get her fired up.
It wouldn't hurt to get her to help us a little bit, or work together as a team, I'm sure.
Yeah, but she didn't stay long. As soon as I told her that, she just ran off into the forest there. But yeah, there's your 4 quests. They should be in your little journal tab. You should be able to find them, correct?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Nice.
Are they supposed to have the rewards listed?
Yeah, the rewards, they just say Svetlana's reward, right? So, they don't say anything specific, correct?
Ooh.
Tusk Gutter has a
Well,
specific
this guy
reward.
has one.
Let me
so, like,
see.
it makes sense at least.
Oh, yeah,
The
that's
bounty.
that's part of the bounty thing. It lists those.
Oh,
I
Tusk
figured as
Gutter is a boar. Oh
Mhm.
no.
No. Okay.
The
But
biggest
there's only
boar in the
one.
region.
We can handle one. It's just a little pig. How bad could it possibly be? I joke. We nearly died.
So, with that all that information in tow, where do you guys go from here? Do you do any buying? Oleg does have like supplies that are decently low level. Like he only has level 2 stuff right now.
I think it'd be a good idea to take maybe a little break here and do a rest before we head out
Yeah.
into the woods.
Yes.
Probably a good idea, yeah. So, I assume you guys take your rest going to the bunkhouse and going about the day here. Just relaxing. Day passes. And with your new day very quickly arriving, unless you guys had anything specific you wanted to do over that time, I assume you're ready to head out.
And you're all fully healed, of course.
Oh yeah.
I make sure of that. We had like one person who took damage, right? And it was like a little
Yep.
bit.
That
Yeah,
was
probably-
me.
That's probably like one.
Not even health
man's.
damage, only temporary. Speaking of which, that is out.
I took some health damage actually.
A bit. So,
Yeah.
let's head out.
Oh yeah, of course. Yarm is also going to be reapplying poisons
Gladly.
and
Uh,
owlbear claws.
okay, yeah, let's go back to Oleg's to do that real quick, since it's
Oh.
easier to drag it
Oh
on.
yeah. I'm gonna make sure I invest in my coyote cloak and tracker's goggles.
Sure.
I don't know if I've done that before, so or if that has to be done over the rest.
It would have been done when you got them long ago. But either way, yeah, if you have anything in your inventories that does have that little gem icon, it does need to be clicked so it actually is active. But, Yarm, who are you giving this adder venom to?
I'm giving out 3, 2 on each of Giraffe's weapons and 1 for Kiba.
I accept as usual.
And the owlbear claws, it seems to be the critical specialization effects seem to be strongest on what Giraffe is carrying as well.
Though, I don't think Giraffe or anybody really has their crit specs at this level.
No.
Owlbear claws give a
Oh,
free
they
crit spec.
They gain.
Early.
Oh.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
alright. Yeah, then let's do that.
I would love one of those. I think. Oh, which weapon should I fix it to?
There's 2.
Oh, I have
Uh,
2.
yeah.
Okay, so
Unless
one of my,
Kiba really wants to move people around 5 feet.
one of
would
my
recommend-
Mombele-
I would recommend letting Giraffe use them. Mine will be nice, but I don't think it's going to be as generally powerful as some of Giraffe's. And I get my next level.
And Giraffe crits
Yeah.
more, so...
Mombele is an axe, so it hits another target. The main gosh is a dagger, so it has persistent bleed.
Alright. So, with that being said, unless there's any other preparations, let's head out.
Let's do it.
Yeah, sounds good.
With a new day arriving, you guys have the whole of the Greenbelt, this sort of mix between these trees to the left and the hills that reach down, basically cradled by this river along here. That is the entire Greenbelt. And, well, you have a lot to explore here, and there's a lot to it. Where do you start from here?
There is a lot to explore.
Mm-hmm.
Nearby here is a very thick section of woods. One option is that we could explore that to make sure there's nothing terrible going on there. Alternatively, we could head west instead, which would give us an easier shot toward the river, and then gradually follow the river.
Well, we're gonna have to check all these woods anyways, because we don't know exactly where the camp is.
Indeed. And the bandits, they were on the opposite side of the river, we believe. Is that correct? The camp?
You were told that it was along the river somewhere, not
Along
one
the
side or
river.
the other.
Indeed.
Then let's head west, because the forest might slow us down, then head south towards the river.
That works for me. Does this look like a good plan to everybody else?
Certainly.
I was thinking we just head for the woods directly, but yeah, that's probably pretty sensible.
We'll move faster over the plains.
Okay. Here to the left. You guys start heading out. since I have, of course, doubled your move speed for exploration, just to make things more fun, this takes a quarter of the day to travel here. And I assume another quarter will be taken to reconnoiter, to discover if there's anything going on here.
Absolutely.
Sure.
What kind of check is that? Survival, right?
It is perception, and only one person takes the lead. Everyone else can aid if they want to.
I have a +6.
Same here.
I will aid if I'm the last person standing.
Okay.
I will probably aid as well.
In other
Let me double
words,
check.
1, 2, 3, not me.
None of us are very wise, are we?
Remember that the DC for assists is 20.
And if you crit fail, well, you're not being very helpful. You're minusing 1 from it.
Darn. I was really hoping that this coyote cloak or tracker's goggles would help with exploration, but that's fine. So are we all good with me rolling blind for this?
Yep.
Well, Giraffe,
Definitely you.
you do have your sort of your cloak and your goggles, and you think, well, with this newfound experience with tracking, those bandits would have had to come to Oleg's from some direction.
Oh, so you're saying I can make a survival check to track where they came from? I didn't think of that.
Correct.
May I do such?
Sure.
Okay, so survival.
And whoever is doing the perception for this reconnoiter as well.
And I can't, yeah, it's not letting me do coyote cloak and tracker's goggles. We went over that. So +4 trained, +1 from the goggles, +5 to track.
Make sure
Wait,
that
blind?
it is blind for this and the perception check.
I think Jarm is
Okay.
our tile explorer.
So first perception,
Yeah, if you want to aid.
and first, oh yeah, there's a setting.
And yeah, Yarm, if you want to make your perception check as well.
Sure. I'm not. Your armor's not any better, but hey, if it's an aid, and a aid doesn't need to be hidden.
So, as you guys are looking at this hex here, this, plains, it's still in the Rostland hinterlands, so not much out here in these sort of plains. You're pretty sure that there's nothing to see, at least here. So, with the rest of your day, what do you do? And actually, Giraffe, I should answer your question as well. Looking around for their tracks, you were sort of thinking about it from Oleg's, and you are trying to catch up with it, but unfortunately, you're just not able to see the tracks before you.
Oh well.
So, with the rest of your day, which will cost the rest of your day, because you're going to more dense terrain, which hex do you go to?
Probably to
The
the one
river?
by the river.
To the river.
Alright,
River.
so, with you guys spending the rest of the day going into the woods here, you hear the chirping of birds and other things around, but, of course, you're getting quite tired. Arriving here, you don't have the time in the day to reconnoiter, so I assume you guys take your rest.
Yes.
Seems like it.
As a new thing,
Hmm.
parents will be setting up an alarm every night around the camp.
Okay, cool.
I will post the spell just for visibility's sake. But my sheet... Oh, that's the party sheet. What am I doing?
Go there. Now, you guys do find a pretty nice glade to take your rest in here. I'm gonna move you guys to a new scene. And you'll be blind for a moment as I place down your tokens. Gaz, Giraffe, Yarm, Kiba, and Parent. Shouldn't be blind, or it shouldn't be invisible. There we go.
Nice.
So, as you guys are arriving here, it is quite late. Dusk has set upon it. But seems like a pretty nice place to take your rest at the very least.
Can I check for boar tracks?
Sure, roll me your survival check. You don't see any boar tracks here, and you don't see any human tracks either. The only thing you see every so often are these little scratch marks on the trees that make out little diagrams, little strange swirls or other drawings on them.
I doubt we're the first people to be here. Look at some of the trees, there's markings on them.
Oh, you mean like when two lovers scratch their initials on the bark of a tree?
Like that, but creepier.
Creepier?
Just look at it. Look at that spiral, that's not a love note.
I'm no expert on these matters, but don't those nature-loving hippie magic people tend to do this sort of stuff?
I believe so. Trees are not my specialty.
Not an especially thrilling hunt, are they?
I'm more familiar with rocks than with trees.
Parent is gonna go take a look at one of these symbols, maybe try to figure out if it means something.
Okay, for that, I want you to roll me a society check.
Okay, 1 second, please.
Heck, I can do that.
Is this gonna be public or private? Are both things gonna be private?
Anything that is recalling knowledge that you could be wrong about is going to be blind. So, most all recall knowledge checks, basically. Either way, parent, you've not seen something like this before.
I've been around a lot of taverns. I want to try too. Maybe I've heard any sort of something that this would remind me of.
Oh, before that, you might want to drink this.
That's not one of your
Yeah.
poisons, is it?
Soul injury poisons, even if it was, it wouldn't do anything. I assure you. And Yorm hands over one of a quick alchemy cognitive mutagen.
Mhm.
Which I am having trouble putting in the chat. Because you always have to keep putting it into your... Here we are.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you can add that spell effect to yourself. Though, as you guys are looking around, imbibing the potions, trying to figure out what's going on with this place, you start to see a strange light sort of flicker from behind one of the trees here.
Oh.
Sort
There's
of
my investigation there.
over
Graph's
to your
gonna
left.
grasp at the handle of his sword. Not drawing it, just grabbing it.
Hmm. And another light sort of emerges. To the north there. Strange swirling lights just keep appearing around you as 4 in total on the scene before you.
Anybody know what these are? Should we go somewhere else?
Are they not magical?
They certainly look somewhat magical.
You slipped something into a food charm.
You then
Well, I
hear
can see them too. I would never poison myself.
You then hear a voice, sort of carried by the wind almost. Over here! Over here!
Was there nothing
Marco?
from my own roll?
Kiba, you, looking at these, begin to realize that you've seen these little markings every so often actually back at the Aldori Manor, along those walls that's depicted fae and frolicking creatures of the woods.
This is Fey related.
Come
Is that good news or bad
closer.
news?
We're supposed to do the opposite of that, aren't we? If it's a Fae.
Where is this voice coming from in particular?
It seems at the very least it's coming from the north, closer to this very big tree that sort of dominates the environment here in this glade. Just about there.
So, one of you more magic familiar fellas. How screwed are we right now?
Well, perhaps we could actually come to some sort of a peace agreement.
Something feels wrong.
Boring.
Would any of you be willing to come out so we could speak to face?
Ooh. Me?
Why not? It would be lovely.
Roll me a diplomacy check.
There it is.
Ah, you bigginses are too smart to play tricks on.
You see some sort of fluttering insect-like creature coming out of the tree, boughs of the tree there. This strange, well, centaur insect of a sort arrives on the scene. It's got armor. It seems to be some sort of sentient creature, sentient fey
Aw.
insect.
I'm here. Not that I like to. I'd rather be hidden. Rather play tricks.
Oh, well. Maybe a nice chat would be nice instead. Or, alternatively, I don't suppose you hear much music out this way, do you?
Music. I hear the music of the trees, but are you offering some?
And why not? We're looking for a place to make camp, peacefully.
Well, then my friends might come out. They like music more. Play it. Do it. Let's see. See if you have what it takes.
Oh, this could be a lot of fun. Let me think. What are some good tavern songs I know? Kiba gets his loot ready. And we'll begin playing just some tavern songs that he knows from back at home.
Okay, roll me your performance check. Oh, hey. So, you put on this really good, lively performance for them. After maybe 1 or 2 minutes, you finish the song itself. And you hear sort of the flutter of their wings, this sort of like sparkles of, well, fairy dust coming off of them as she excitedly sort of bounces there on her 6 legs.
Perlavash, come, see what they can do.
And you see from the trees another pair of wings on a blue body that starts to become very uncannily similar to one of your party members as you see a little dragon come to a seat on the floor there.
Oh,
Oh, Runt, is this your cousin?
Oh jeez, not another one.
I heard
oh,
some
you're
good
so
music.
darling.
You have good taste. Poor taste in being tricked on, but good taste in music. I am Perlavash.
My name is Kiba. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, little one.
Do I see kin? Kin?
They, point over at Parent.
I suppose very distantly, maybe.
Baron, come over. Or Parent, come over. I believe this is one of your kind.
Our scales are the same.
There's a minor difference in your wings, though.
Is this all I can expect from dragon folk?
Well, I'm a fairy dragon. This one, they're a real dragon. Well, not any less real than me, but a chromatic dragon.
I'd always heard that dragons were large. I can't say any of my expectations have been met.
Dragons come in all sizes, especially here. But you've come to our home, and in our home, we require gifts. Gifts in form of help.
Help?
Help. Very nasty. Nasty gnome. Runs through forest, putting traps down, trying to catch fae and other creatures. Doesn't care for suffering. You deal with?
You certainly have my attention.
A gnome?
Gnome.
Was he purple and had a weird accent?
No, gnome. Brown hair.
It's probably not Taituchi at the very least.
Of course not, Tartuccio would never do such a horrible thing.
Right, he would probably just murder them on the spot.
We can't have anybody running around putting traps here.
Have we decided on what our kingdom's policies on poaching will be?
Probably too soon for that.
What all can you tell us about this gnome?
Nasty sort. Only see sometimes. Carries around mean traps. Kills animals with them.
What are these traps like?
Metal.
Yeah,
Harsh.
that's probably.
Pointed with cold iron. If you do help, we help you. You come here for a reason, yes.
That is true.
Then we help you with your reasons. If you help us with our survival.
I look back at my group and say, we absolutely must do this.
I'm actually with Kevo on this one.
A
Suspicious at
question,
first, but
though.
it's reasonable.
There's no gremlins among your number here, is there?
Oh no. It's just me, Perdavash, and Tig Tittertut. That's her name.
Well, if I'm not going to be indirectly helping a gremlin, then I'll be fine with it.
Heard about Gremlin. Nasty fae. Evil ones live out in the hills. Don't come here.
Yes, beyond nasty.
Magic
Yo.
creatures are kind of trouble, but I'll trust all of you on this.
Since you're no fun, we just ask you to do favors instead.
What prank would you guys have pulled on us if we didn't see you?
Well, I was looking at trying out a new spell. Make people go sleepy. Make people fall over from grease. Make you think object is of value. But you catch on very quickly.
Oh. I see. So more like jokes in a sense. Ultimately harmless.
Fae love jokes. All Fae do. Some Fae like mean jokes, some Fae, well, just like regular jokes, don't want to hurt.
I
But
can absolutely see the art in that.
most Fae don't care what their jokes do at all. They just do jokes for the sense of the joke in itself. We're nice Fae. We understand.
I'm not a big fan of being made fun of, so keep the jokes to yourself.
I apologize for spoiling your joke. However, this did get us the opportunity to meet you. I'd say that makes up for it.
Maybe.
bit.
You'll find traps upriver.
Upriver. Okay. I assure you, we will do the best that we can do in order to stop this awful poacher.
Good, good. Deal with Poacher. Poacher mean.
Do you mind if we stay here the night before we go and deal with the poacher at least?
Tig Tittertuts responds,
Oh, we don't mind. Not at all. Not at all.
You see them sort of fluttering up, giggling to themselves, back into the trees.
I'm sure Kiba can sing some more songs for you.
Oh, I'd be happy to.
Well,
As
just in
long
case.
as there is music, there will be no tricks.
Hello, keep playing.
You have to play it all night now, Kiba. Good luck.
No, nonsense. What would be the fun of that? I'll play until we're all ready for bed.
But just
Nor
in
the,
case, do you have anything for dealing with those grease spells that you and them like to sling about? Parents.
You should just accept it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Well, that's a right shame.
So, I assume you guys take your rest for the night. With Kiba, well, we'll roll one performance check to see how accepting they are of your playing for the night.
How accepting. Oh boy.
Oh,
8. How's that? That's higher than 6. It's higher than 5. 8 out of 10 is a good score, right?
Well, up to you. If you want to hero point that.
I'm gonna hero point a performance check.
Okay.
This is how today's going to go.
We're all relying on
Ooh.
Kepha. Oh no.
What? Why? Hold
Your
on. What happened? Oh, I see what happened. Never mind.
Yeah, that was 2 different checks.
I was so
Mhm.
confused by the one above it. I'm like, wait.
your performance for the night is not exactly ideal. All of your sort of energy went into the first one, and now you find yourself trying to make up for it. And you find that the Fae don't take kindly to it. They keep sort of playing little tricks with the sound and sights around you. I need everyone to make a fortitude save as you're trying to sleep through it all.
oh no.
Oh, I had it
accidentally
online
closed.
still.
There we go.
I make that public.
Thank you. Oh no, I wish I didn't know.
Well, I made it a pretty easy fortitude save. I made it 12 DC, so Giraffe and everyone
Oh.
else does succeed. However, Parenth, you're not having a good time. You're pretty delicate when it comes to your sleep patterns, and this just messes it up. For the day, the next day, you're going to be a bit fatigued.
No, I thought we were kin.
I'm helping.
Apparently we're not kin.
Poor pirate.
But yeah, you're a bit fatigued, which, what does fatigue do again? Let's see. -1 penalty to AC and saves. So it's pretty bad, actually. Very least, though, you're not in the front line, so shouldn't affect you too much. That being said, You awaken bright and early in the morning, ready to get the hell out of here as the Fae keep hounding you with tricks and other things because Kiba couldn't keep a tune.
Parent. Or parent.
Let's move out to the map.
Well, did that little dragon keep messing with you, Runt?
If
I guess
Kiba
so.
was actually making noise like he should have, they wouldn't have bothered me all night.
Take care, Faye. I had a lovely night.
We didn't,
Grumbled.
But we not be mean because you help us. Well, not too mean. Still in our forests. Live by our rules.
and as you guys quickly make your exit, where do you go from here? You have the whole forest before you.
What odd folks. We did not. I guess we did when we rested. We should probably go southeast.
We
Explore
Which
there.
way does the river flow?
It flows to the south here.
Oh, so that means upriver would be to the northwest.
Mm-hmm.
But let's do that first.
If these Fae say they're gonna help us, then we might as well take care of their problem first.
So,
Makes sense. Let's go that way.
you guys spend half the day to go up to the north in the sort of northernmost part of this forest. I need your perception check to start checking around it, reconnoitering it.
I can make the check this time.
Certainly can.
Can I make an assist? It's the perception. An aid.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, actually,
Aid.
something else. Since you guys are looking for traps, anybody who's not doing the main check, which is Yarm, you're doing the main check. Everyone else could, as an individual thing, look for the traps with survival.
I will look for the traps.
Mm-hmm.
So will I guess.
Does that work untrained?
Yeah, it works untrained.
Beautiful. I got this.
Blind roll or
This can be public.
I almost got a 19 on the die.
owie.
Plus 10. That could have been a
I'm
24.
sure I found some.
You got hero points.
You probably found one, Keba. With your foot.
So,
Parent, you're not allowed to be better than me.
How's that make you feel?
as you guys sort of spread out a little bit more using your individual actions to look for these, unfortunately, well, you all find traps. It just depends on whether you see them before they snap. Kiba and Gaz rolling critical failures. Well, actually, Gaz didn't roll a crit failure, he rolled a regular failure. Kiba, let's start with you. As you're just treading through, you hear sort of swoosh underneath you as something sort of triggers and, well, something is biting up at you. This sort of metal trap, this bear trap. So let's roll
Yikes!
this
Imagine
out.
getting chicken feet climb that.
I'm gonna go up to Kiba and assist in taking the bear trap off of his foot.
Apparently I need it out on the map. There we go. So, Kiba,
Oh no!
as it snaps up at you, I do believe this is not a crit, certainly, but it is a definite hit.
Okay.
Damages.
Ooh.
19 points of damage as it snaps up at you.
Ow.
Parent, you, with your success there, are able to find 2 traps. Gaz and Giraffe only find 1. So, in total, 4 traps are found. And are able to be at least disarmed with a stick thrown at them or something like that.
Can I
And-
help Keba get the bear trap off his leg?
Sure. As for Yarm, your exploration, you don't find anything of particular note, like overall, like no location. It's just these traps that have been spread about. At the very least, you guys have found quite a few of them.
He was just sobbing in pain right now.
Well, a quick once over doesn't reveal any sort of trappers' huts or
That's true.
whatnot.
You don't see any sign of that gnome.
So either I missed it or he leaves his traps away from where he stays, it seems.
You think they might be outside the forest?
I doubt it. He'd probably go in further into the forest and place his traps there to catch more prey.
Well, he has to be staying somewhere, isn't he? He could be traveling between to and fro.
Well, we should check the outskirts at least.
Alright.
Yeah, let's go to the southwest.
So, since you guys are resting in an unsafe area, I'm going to roll a quick blind check to see something.
I thought every area was an unsafe area.
If we're gonna rest, if we're gonna rest here, then I'm gonna, do my usual heal myself, meditate, heal myself routine.
Yeah, you can easily heal up to full because you're lay on
That's-
hands.
That's like 20 minutes. Easy.
So, as you guys go to your rest here, I do want 2 people to roll perception checks. Just to keep in mind
Alrighty.
what may approach.
Jarm, you and I assume?
Yep, seems like it.
Alrighty.
Giraffe and Yarm, both of you have a pretty good night. You keep your eyes peeled, nothing comes about, nothing triggers parents' alarm spell either. So, seems like you just got lucky. Nothing came along. Nothing dangerous. And the next day arrives with the assumption that you're heading here.
Seems like the
Yes,
plan.
there.
Do roll me another reconnoiter as you delve deeper into the not the jungle, the forests here. So,
Oh, another one.
Wait, why am I better at survival than Giraffe?
No, wait, what? No, I have +5 survival.
I have +6.
That's even
Without the cloak.
It's because you have wisdom.
Yeah.
well, one of you could take one of those items. Since they overlap their giraffe, he could get a +1.
Which one do you want, the coat or the goggles?
The goggles fit the alchemist aesthetic much better, I think.
Alrighty. You can have those. They didn't look good on me anyways.
So,
Put them in the party inventory.
when you're going around here, Yarm, sort of taking the lead for the party, looking through, you find what seems to be some sort of rig of a deadfall trap, something fallen. But it's been activated already.
Huh. Yarm's probably gonna try to take a look and see if anyone's down in the pit.
Roll me a quick
Made by it.
perception or survival.
I wouldn't be tuned to the tracker's goggles quite yet, would I?
Not yet, yeah.
Alright. Okay, so just go for perception.
You're able to see that there is a corpse of a small person underneath the logs that fell into this trap itself, sort of a deadfall and logs that fell from the top. And it seems like those ropes that held up the logs above him have been deliberately cut.
Can I see any distinguishing features about this small person? Hair color, perhaps?
Hair color is brown.
Is this
Hey, everyone, come over. This might be our guy.
the gnome, right?
Oh,
Interesting.
Oh, the peak of hunting ability right here, falling prey to his own traps.
Wait, this guy got offed by his own thing?
Seems like a
Yarn,
problem I have solved itself.
with your perception check actually being pretty high here, you've critically succeeded, and you notice about those cut ropes that there are tiny sharp there is sort of like one tiny sharp tooth that had been snagged in one of the ropes.
Look up there. Seems like it wasn't a malfunction on his part, but it's sabotage from someone else. Yarn points out the ropes to everyone else, and also the whole thing with the tooth.
Gaz
I
is
think
going
that may be a Fae
to
doing them in.
Gaz is gonna like squint at the tooth to try and figure out if it like belongs to the fairy dragon we just met.
Arcana.
Oh goody. Blind or public?
Can be blind, please.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Gaz, you aren't quite sure. Could be anything.
Could belong to, I don't know, a badger or something. Are there badgers here?
Why would a badger chew a rope?
Don't badgers chew on basically anything?
Well, if the badger was a companion to the Fae, who knows?
You think they would have known about this if that was the case?
Has
Well,
been
they
2
say they're
days.
good. They say they're good Fae. Perhaps this was the work of an evil Fae. Hey, let's see, murder as part of their itinerary from when you met them.
Well, at the very least, we can inform our friends of their newfound trapless existence.
If they're not
We should
aware
take-
already.
If we're going back to them, then we should take this tooth back to them as well.
You also find quite a few things on the trapper. Cold iron hatchet being the most notable of them. Some snares, some leatherworking tools, beaver pelts.
Cold iron.
Some neat machinery on there. I hope you all don't mind if I take some of the trapper's handiwork for myself.
As long as you're not planning to trap any of the Fae.
I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
gonna
no.
the rations to be funny.
I'd rather have one of the bandits step on them.
So you're one of those kinds of kobolds, eh?
Yeah, not exactly. I make my trade with building machinery, so finding new machinery and looking at it is helpful. And considering what happened to poor Kibo earlier, I'd say this fellow knows his trade.
Very likely.
Maybe we should have collected those traps.
Well, a few of them weren't. Well, one of them was triggered. The others were just triggered as well. You guys didn't really note that you were trying to, well, get rid of them a different way. Either way, you found more traps on them. Still that cold iron hatchet and some of the other stuff.
I'll take that hatchet if nobody objects.
Or just put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah. Isn't I don't know much about this cold iron. None of you know what it. They said that it was cold. The Fae said it was like cold iron they're weak to, isn't it? That's bad. for them.
Yes, which is why I'm wondering if parents saying that is parent objecting to me taking the hatchet.
It's not an objection.
Okay.
I think you should take it. So
Yeah,
that
runs a
at least
finger-
skeleton, get rid of it.
Yarn runs a finger along the hatchet. Doesn't seem that cold to me. It's just feels like regular iron.
I will, however, put the short sword I usually carry as my sidearm into the party bag.
Alright. I assume everything else will just be shoved in the party inventory?
Yeah.
That's a good assumption.
Alright, I'll just do that.
You know, the fact that he has leatherworking tools on him, wouldn't that mean he's been skinning the Fae that he captures?
Part of me thinks he wasn't going after them and they were just getting caught in the traps too.
Well, it is cold iron on these traps.
My theory is that he wasn't necessarily targeting the Fae, but setting up means to deal with them if they tried to interfere with his hunting and poaching. I suppose what's done is done.
So, with that being said, you guys spent the whole day getting here and then looking around. So, you'll be resting once again.
And grab that tooth, the snagged tooth from the trap, right?
Yeah. Someone has it. Now, as you guys go down to rest, setting up camp, 2 perception checks, and parents' alarm as well.
The alarm
Alrighty.
doesn't have a huge range. It's a 20-foot burst, so I think it allows people to get up to the camp pretty easily still.
Yeah, but it will be very loud and very, notable if there's something amiss going on.
Air horn scaring off like a blit bear or something. Imagine you walk up to a camp and suddenly an air horn goes off. Scare you.
What you got, John?
Guys, since you're picking up trapping, you might as well become a full scout kobold now, which means you should be taking watch.
Gaz rolls his eyes. Skipping on your work again, I see. Well, I'll take it.
I'm a shaman. It's not my duty.
You're a shaman. You're the most familiar with the wild between all of us.
So, as you guys are resting and making sure that nothing is attacking in the night, night passes, nothing amiss, new day is before you. Where from here?
Probably back to the Fae. Tell them that we dealt with the issue before we get too much further away from where they are.
So did we really just like sneak up on this guy, steal his stuff, and walk off?
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead. He got killed by his own trap.
Oh.
Most likely, if we had followed the river this direction instead of further north, we might have spared him such a fate. Although who knows whether or not he would have been amenable to changing his ways.
It's funny.
Some of us should probably check how long he was dead.
He was certainly pretty dead.
He's worm food now.
From here, there's a bit more of the forest to explore, or do you go directly back to the Fae?
Directly back to the Fae, I'd say.
I personally think we should probably explore a bit more while we're at it. We can always just go back to the Fae once the wildlife inevitably kicks our collective butts.
So a big circle.
And isn't the point of helping the Fae is that they're helping us explore, basically? They certainly would have a lot of information about the area.
Absolutely. So we should go there first. If nothing else, just to give them some closure.
That is a good point, honestly.
Alright. So, I'll bring you guys back to the Fae, and when you get there at noon, you do find them pretty much just as you found them before. The light little tricks trying to, well, convince you that they're not there, that something else is happening, but no, you guys see through it.
Eva, here's your chance to indulge their pranks, I suppose.
I'm so tempted. Can I act like I'm
aloof?
You're gonna act oblivious?
I'm yes.
Roll me a performance check.
Definitely performance. I'm acting.
Very much an act, yeah.
No!
Uh-huh.
Oh, they love
Boo.
me.
Oh, show. It's not fun if you just fake it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was trying. I was hoping you would have fun with it.
Cast grease under him.
Wait,
Okay.
you can't just cast grease.
Kiba and Parent, I need a reflex save as Grease is unleashed underneath. Actually, no, it's a 4 squares thing, so Gaz and Giraffe.
Yes. Is it a blind roll to know whether or not I felt? I'm just kidding.
Oh, do I need to make a reflex?
Yep, reflex as, well, you asked for the Fae to do something. Of course the Fae are going to do it. As the grease goes out, that is everyone except Parent, who sort of like slides for a moment, then uprights themselves on their 4 legs. Everyone else, though, clambers to the ground in a puddle of grease here, as the Fae giggle and fly down towards you.
Once Kiba catches his breath, he starts laughing too. Okay, that was a good one.
Dak, nabbit, watch what you say around them.
It's a wonderful spell. I just love when people cast it.
Oh, you're
Okay.
back.
Can Gas try to sweep the legs out from the under Parent?
Wait, can you
Sure.
what?
Just sweep the legs out from under Parent.
That'll be a athletics check to trip. Roll your athletics. Not so, unfortunately, as Parent is a bit aware of his legs and his positioning here.
He has too many legs.
Gas just spitefully glares at Parent as he gets up from the ground again.
You have
It wasn't
returned.
my fault that you fell.
Very much it was, but ugh.
Ugh.
You
Glad I knew you
bring
were scared.
levity, but do you bring answers? Results? What happened?
He's dead, but not by our hands.
Oh, by whose hands then?
Perhaps
Show
the
them the
hands
tooth.
that fangs.
Oh,
Karen pulls out the tooth, I guess. If no one else is carrying it.
where'd you get that?
This was lodged into a sabotage trap. The trap that killed this gnome.
Struck down by his own traps. That's too bad, really.
It is kind of funny though if you think about it.
Ironic, isn't it?
Must have been bad at setting traps if he were to set off his own.
And it's not that. I think it's more like something in nature took revenge.
A joke. His
Like an
life.
elk pushed him into his own trap.
But,
Would you know?
sorry.
Would you know who this fang might belong to?
Maybe a twin brother. Who knows? But justice has been served. And I assume you dealt with the traps too, right?
As many as we can find, at least.
Good, good. Then I think we can help you out with the surroundings. Tell you where things are.
We would really appreciate that, actually.
Well, there have been some tall folk like you down the river from here making camp. They don't look too nice. We play tricks on them every once in a while. They just get angry and throw things. Poor sports, but all the more fun because of it. But there's something else. To the south of here, more southwest. A temple, an old one. You might be interested. And to the east, there's a patch of blue glowing plants.
Oh, that
Fun stuff.
does indeed interest us as well.
We don't go there too often. The creatures there throw spears at us. Don't like us. They're kinda like you.
They point at Yarm.
The
Say,
same scales as well.
yes, soot. Scales. They yell, ours! Our patch! And try to throw spears at us. They don't share. That's too bad.
Yarm keeps quiet.
Perhaps they would be interested in trade of some kind.
Mayhaps. We don't trade. We're not trade. Faye. We take what we want. The trade is one person's, well, it's always one person's fault, and that is the trade that they make. Their stupidity.
You hear Tick-Titter-Tots respond,
You've done a lot for us, though. Thank you.
and for that, you guys gain 80 experience points.
How much?
80.
80.
Thank you.
Nice.
So are we at 80 out of 1,000 now?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
If we're back in this area, we'll make sure to come say hi again if you're still here.
Oh, please do. Please. We're friends, right? Friends.
I like to think so.
Friends, yes, that sounds good. That sounds wonderful.
Certainly aren't enemies, so friends is a better option.
Certainly is. Certainly is. Now, go on your way. Boring friends.
I shall try to learn some more appealing songs for next time.
As they flutter into the trees, you guys are left in the glade, alone.
Perhaps I should have danced for them instead.
You are quite desperate for their approval.
I'm not desperate for approval.
Uh-huh.
So,
Am I desperate for approval?
Yes.
I'd say so.
I see.
But hey, maybe you can earn the approval of our little scaled neighbors to the east and get them to hand over their radishes.
This is likely going to be largely based on the contributions of the two of you.
so
I'll
you
be
guys.
honest,
Hmm?
I'm not good with regular kobolds anymore. I've been urbanized, I wanted to say.
Gentrified.
What
Oh,
he
look
said.
at that. So much revealed.
So I assume the temple is here.
North.
Yeah.
You said to the north.
Yep,
the
they said
southwest.
southwest for the temple.
What did I... Oh, north was the blue patch.
East.
Southeast for the bandits and east for suit scale kobolds.
Yep, the patch is there, yeah. You
Wait, there's
guys.
kobolds to the east?
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
I
we
think
should
you
see
might
them.
have hit your head when you got hit by the grease.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. For some reason, I just mixed up all of those directions. Like, completely messed it up.
Our tracker,
It was
everyone.
beautiful.
Hey. Hey, Runt. Maybe you should go see those kobolds, make some friends. Kobolds like dragons, don't they? Yarm?
Not
We like them
perhaps
mighty
not
kind
these
of
ones.
Yeah.
To tell the truth, this is where I come from. I am a suit scale kobold as well.
Oh, wow. I did not realize that. I mean, obviously I could tell that you are a suit skill kill. I meant I did not realize this is where you came from.
You're a bumpkin? I didn't realize.
I am a shaman. I am the apex of bumpkin culture.
So they should respect you, right? You can just walk in there and get these tubers for us.
Well, I left for a reason. You see, there's been a bit of a power struggle within the Suit Scale tribe. a usurper, perhaps, to the good chief suit scale. I tried to off him, but it backfired a bit, and it's very dangerous, I suppose. I was looking to make some allies, so I could restore order to my tribe.
So in the end, you got the boot, and we're gonna probably have to deal with these guys.
These are my people. We only need to get rid of the despot controlling them from the shadows.
By the way, do you guys have drawing tools? Like active? Can you draw?
I believe so.
That'd be a good way to
Tried
mark things
the other
down.
day, but
Yeah, there's a button for text, which would probably be more useful. The new text kobolds. You have to click into it to change. Yeah, there we go. As well.
oh, like,
There we go.
Drag.
Yeah.
Everyone just.
I guess that's better.
6K patch bandit. Just a single bandit down there.
One single bandit.
And some sort of temple to the west here as well.
Temple might be worth checking out after the bandits.
But where to first? You have these three options.
I assure you, I'm still respected within the suit scales, but whether or not that will hold depends on who we meet and whether they are loyal to the new order or the old.
I want to see the kobolds.
It's really not a bad idea, because if we can secure some kind of a friendship with them of sorts, that would certainly help our movements through the area.
Yeah, that, or we help John and with his own coup and have him rule them or something.
Ruling's too much work. We'll just depend on the old chief suit scale.
So,
Or that.
with that being said, you guys spend the rest of the day heading over towards them. And let's move to a new scene as daylight wanes. Where did I put them?
Oh, I really want to mess with these kobolds first.
Here we are. Scene will be blank for a moment as I place the tokens. Alright. It was pretty easy to find. There's this sort of like a slight glow, this sort of silvery moonlit glow that came from this little clearing in the forest here. And as you got here, well, you do see quite a few of these blue plants, and quite a few of them having been torn from the ground, it seems. How do you proceed?
Oh.
Oh well. Seems like someone got here before us.
Parent is going to search.
Alright.
I don't see any spears being thrown at us yet.
Who made that perception there, parent? Yeah, you don't see anything amiss here.
Jarmin, excuse me, Gas is gonna investigate some of the ones that were like ripped out, like what happened over there.
Sure. You can roll me a nature check, or survival perhaps, if you're trying to determine what kind of creature did it.
Let's see. Oops.
You don't see much. You just can't tell.
And Kiba doesn't know his nature or anything, so Kiba's basically standing watch, watching our surroundings for any movement
Roll
or
me a quick.
signs of,
Roll me a quick perception there. Kiba, nothing seems amiss either to you. As you guys are standing there, all of a sudden you do hear a phrase shouted in Draconic. Now! As these kobolds do sort of rise up out of the tubers here, these radish patches. Spears bared, but they immediately stop as they see Yarm there.
Wait, stop! Stop! Kin are here.
And indeed,
Oh, I was looking in the wrong places. Oh dear.
Wait. Exiled kin.
They sort of like poke their spears sort of out towards you, but not into you, of course.
well, a shaman still. Tell me, are you loyal to Chief Suitscale?
Loyal to Chief Suskill, yes.
Yes, Chief Suitscale should understand. It was the usurper who, exiled me.
Shaman. We know Shaman. Shaman has been mean recently. Say good and bad kobolds. So we come here. We eat radishes.
Shaman has been mean always. It is about time. So you have been exiled as well, or merely staying here for the safety?
No, we stay away from bad stuff in tribe. Bad tribe. We wait until something happen. Until chieftain or shaman die, because they're not friendly with each other, and we not be fighters on Kobold Civil War.
Suppose that will have to be understandable.
Why you come here? Why you come to our radish patch?
We are looking to trade for radishes.
Trade for radishes with your friends. Friends of
Yes,
yours?
It's my new allies, the new allies that will kill the usurper of the suit scales.
Giraffe waves. Are they speaking in Draconic?
They are.
I have no idea what they're saying.
Wait, I didn't agree to this yet.
Dragon? You bring dragon with you?
Yes, this is a dragon. It turns out that dragons can be very small.
Wow. Real dragon. Still nothing compared to old Sharptooth. Old Sharptooth is our god, as you know.
Yes. How is the idol? Would you know if the gremlins are still at bay?
Gremlins stole idol. We take back,
Again.
then they steal again. Gremlins, too fortified. We can only steal, we can't fight all, we can't kill all. Big problems.
Parents, we're friends, yes? You're all going to help me stage a coup and also kill gremlins.
I didn't have
Please.
anything better to do with my afternoon, so may as well.
Gremlins are at Old Sycamore. Southeast, in middle of Greenbelt, in middle of hills. Big tree. You find.
Big tree means big fire.
For old Sharptooth.
Oh wait, no, I can't understand them.
Do
Are
I
you-
know anything about the Sharptooth they're talking about?
Roll me a religion check.
A religion check.
As far as you know, it could be some dragon, could be anything really.
You going to take back? You're going to get idle?
Of course, it is my holy duty.
Good, good, good. We don't have to stay here. Well, we likes to stay here. Radishes are yummy. You want? You said.
Yes, we
Ah.
need.
How about trade? Trade, yes. You're not part of tribe right now, so we can't give for free.
Grumble, grumble. What would you want for a radish, then?
Equivalent value in shiny.
I have lots of shiny here.
Oh. How many? How many you give?
Hmm. 5 shinies. How much radish for this?
5 shiny. What kind of shiny? Matters.
Gold. The shiniest
Ah.
gold shinies.
We each get 1. I get 2 for closing the deal. Yes. 5 gold shinies. Or a basket of radishes. Good business.
They all start going around, gathering up many of these radishes and putting them in your basket.
Kiba just squints. He's having trouble following what's happening, but he sees the exchange of 5 gold and he just has this face. He doesn't say anything, just kind of judging.
How big are these radishes? Like, for the price? Are
Uh,
they small, overly big?
I mean, they're decently sized, about the palm of your hand, sort of football sized almost. They're pretty big, actually.
Okay, they're pretty big. I mean, gold.
5 gold is a lot for radishes.
It is a lot for radishes.
Good, good.
But you're kind of buying more than just this.
Are these gonna be like the radish kobolds? Can we get more radishes in the future? If the radish crop burns down, will they yell out in agony? More radishes!
Nice doing business with you.
Goodness!
Yes, good business.
Business. Right, yes, business. So,
Goodness!
go save tribe. We go, farm.
Okay. Make lots of radishes.
More.
As they go off, sort of laying down again, sort of on their sides and on their backs, as they seem to have had quite the fill of it, and they're getting very sort of food, like lethargy, sort of with it when you eat a lot.
Coma.
Yeah, food
Full of
coma.
radishes.
So, with the
Full of
radishes
radishes.
acquired,
I'm sorry, I can't take them serious. I really can't.
as
I
you
take
guys,
it that went well.
Yeah, what were you what were you talking about, Yarm? Other than the radishes.
Some tribe politics. There's also our holy symbol got stolen again. So I would like to take that back if possible.
Holy symbol? What kind of symbol is it?
An idol of our god, old suit scale. Mighty and kind he is.
Who's suit scale?
True dragon, a large one.
Interesting.
Yorm, you remember that they're not a true dragon, they are a kobold with wings. An old ancient kobold that's... Yeah.
I would like to retroactively amend that. Oopsie.
No, yeah,
Or-
sorry.
A true
True
A true kobold, the greatest of all, with wings like a dragon, but bigger than this one's. Bigger than parents.
There's no way they're bigger than mine.
Now, Parif, you have a lovely set of wings. It's not about the size, it's about how you use them. I'm sure you could fly with those.
I wonder if these kobolds know how to properly cultivate this particular plant.
I
If
mean,
they
they seem to
do-
be full of radishes, so they probably knew what they were doing.
Of course
Then
we do. The suit scales are the
perhaps-
greatest tribe.
Perhaps
the
they
world.
would benefit from some sort of a trade agreement with the trading post. That might be worth considering once we've completed our other objectives.
Speaking of, you guys do take your rest with the soot scales there. Since it's a safer spot, no need to roll. You waken early in the morning.
Are we going to make the suit scales our subjects?
Well, we can certainly try.
On a
We can
more
invite them.
serious
I
note,
don't see why not.
an alliance with them could be good. If they can farm radishes like that, it could be good. And given how Yarm has performed with us, I'm sure having a bunch of kobolds like that would on our side would be better than having them against us.
First of all, we do have to resolve the issue with our tribe. As I said, there's a civil war of sorts going on. I'm firmly on the side of Chief Suitscale, the old guard. But a new usurper, a despot, tyrannical. I would like to be rid of him. Will you help me with this quest?
Of course, my friend.
I see no reason not to. It would benefit us and benefit you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
So, where to next?
We should probably take care of those bandits before they get wise that their party hasn't come back.
Yeah.
Oh,
then
Also,
after
the stolen idol is to the east, right? From here?
Yes.
Southeast.
Sort of in the hills
Southeast.
here that are rounded by this river.
I believe we
So-
should go to the trading post first.
Why is
Yeah.
that?
We have
And the
produce.
radishes.
It's probably not gonna spoil in a day.
That's true.
I'd say we take care of the bandits and then just head directly for the trading post. We're probably gonna have to lick our wounds afterwards anyways.
Besides, if we really need to, we can just get some more on the way back.
Well, let's just keep them in the bag, keep them out of light.
Are you really that
Anti-waste, that'd be
concerned
fine.
about some plants right now?
It's not the plants that I'm concerned about, it's the plants that I'm concerned about.
We should deal with these bandits, and then we can worry about plants.
Alright, that's fair. However, I must question whether or not these are truly worth as much gold as you gave them.
Okay, come on.
They're pretty big radishes. Let's go.
I was saying that to the drawings on the screen.
Oh,
I have a
okay.
feeling.
I'm sorry.
There's no rules for spoilage in Kingmaker, right?
If there's no
Spoilage.
rules, it can't happen.
It's something
Slash
to
K.
think about, but then again, you can always get more. So, no trouble. So, with you guys resting,
They're tubers, so they probably will be fine as long as we keep them out of direct sunlight. And
Yeah.
digging.
yeah, they're fine. With you guys deciding to go south to where you were told those bandits are along the river here, you make pretty good headway. I'm gonna move you guys to a new scene.
Oh, we got a hero point
That you did.
and another one in like 10 minutes.
Correct.
Indeed.
So, I'm gonna place you guys down.
We're stuck up in the hero points ahead of time
Mm-hmm.
for the upcoming.
Doing a lot of exploration, doing a lot of discovery. Not a lot of combat, but that may change as you guys arrive at where you think this this seems to be along a tributary of the main river, this little rivulet. And as you approach here, you immediately notice that there is some sort of hovel, not really a hovel, rather a tree house sort of makeup over here in the tree. And you do see a
Wouldn't it be funny
figure.
if you cut down the tree, let it fall.
And you do see some sort of figure laid down on top of it.
Has the figure spotted us yet?
They're not moving.
All right. Now, as we approach, I would like to propose a strategy for us to take.
And what is the strategy you want us to take, Kibo?
I believe that we should march in courageously and confidently, so that they understand that we are not a threat to be taken lightly.
Counterpoint.
Encourage them to lay down their arms and surrender.
Counterpoint. We sneak in, make a lot of ruckus, and watch their morale drain from their faces.
Oh no, I hear boar noises. I'm scared.
Jeez. I am so, like, particular about my sound effects. I usually never run these ambience noises because there are people who are like, oh, I hear a horse going by, I hear boars next to me, you know. I don't like it either, really, but either way. Well, it's not really a matter of liking, but that being said, what do you guys do here?
We should be stealthy. Should we be stealthy while we search for their whereabouts?
We can clearly see this guy on the tree stand thing, right?
Oh, can we?
Seems pretty easy to see them, yeah. Like, just this figure laying over on it. Like they didn't even care.
I'm really just saying, it'd be funny if I cut the tree down. If I just swung my sword. And
I don't think you can cut this tree down in one swing.
you'd be surprised.
That would be very dishonorable to do that as well. You should determine whether they are friend or foe. They could be a captive.
Perhaps.
These bandits have been raiding Oleg for however long now.
They could be a captive.
I say we sneak in and just kill Trestle or whatever and make sure they like escape or something.
I could shoot them with an arrow. If they die, they're a bandit, and if they die, they're a captive. Would that help?
All right. I can agree to a quiet approach for now.
Alright.
Panther's gonna kind of quietly move towards this to see if this person might have any reaction.
Roll me a well, are you trying to... You're trying to see them a reaction from them, but you're moving quietly. Which one?
Quietly.
Okay.
So,
Stealth.
see if this guy is still alive.
That'll be public. It does need to be blind for stealth checks.
Okay, I apologize. Can I roll again?
Yeah, sure.
I need to get used to what kind of rolls are.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of use to. It's basically perception checks, deception, and stealth. And then anything that is recall knowledge, anything that you're coming up with in your mind. Sort of like, what is this? Have I seen this before? Or something like that. Either way. Parent, as you are sneaking up, you may proceed as you would like, approaching this treehouse that's sort of hidden under the trees there. Not too much, though.
You're just gonna slowly head up there. Kind of curious what other people are gonna do.
Guys, it's just leaning against the wagon and watching parents sneak about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably the least, well, one of the two least stealthy people. My sneaking will basically be after the sneaky people move forward in motion for us to follow. So yeah.
Okay.
I'm back here for now. Keeping watch.
So parents, you're sneaking up. They don't seem to notice, sort of like a slight shuffle as they roll over or something like that, but seems like their sleep.
In that case, he's gonna go back. And he's gonna relay that. It's just a guy asleep.
I guess we can walk by silently.
Might be worth it to tie him up or otherwise hinder him while he is sleeping.
That'll probably wake him up.
Depends on how careful we are, doesn't it?
You can just yell.
Oh, I have a fun idea of what we could do. We could plant some traps around the base of the tree, so when he wakes up, he's going to find himself in a pickle.
Are you certain you're not one of those kinds of kobolds?
100%.
Well, what's the course of action?
Just go tie him up and gag him or something.
Does anyone here have rope?
Sure.
Everyone should be prepared with rope. Do you not?
Why would I be carrying around a rope?
This is hardly the time to bicker about who or who not is prepared for adventuring.
Well, I have rope.
You all have rope except for Gaz for some reason. But we will need to figure out who, either grapples him down or delivers a blow to the head.
Someone's gonna do something.
Well, I could probably hold him down.
Giraffe, go take care of him.
I am neither the sneaking nor the ambushing type.
Fine.
You can borrow my rope, however.
I have some rope. Giraffe's gonna sneak up.
Alright, roll me a stealth.
I have to warn you guys, I'm not good at stealth.
They're asleep. How bad could it be?
Well, it could be pretty bad with Giraffe sort of clunking along in his chainmail there as sort of like stomps up. There's sort of like a shuffle up top here. But surprisingly, still unaware of Giraffe.
Amazing.
I didn't realize he was in chainmail.
Oh yeah, let's have Giraffe sneak up to him.
Even I would have been a better pick then. Oh
I got
dear.
it too!
Oh my god! Did we even need?
You did?
Was it literally only a nat one that could have woken him?
Because they're unconscious and
Wild?
pretty low level, they're at -2 right now for their perception checks. So, yeah, they are not aware of Giraffe unless he rolls nat 1.
That's amazing. I'm undetectable. Invisible. They can't find me. I'm gonna climb up the tree, and once I get up there, I'm going to use one of my hands to cover his mouth and my jaw attack to grapple.
Okay, so it's pretty easy getting up the tree there. You're trained in athletics and you're strong, so you're fine with that. As you get there, you reach down, try to grab them. Do roll me an athletics check for that.
Public?
Still, yes.
I know there's rules for tying someone up when you're grappling them in first edition. But I'm not sure about second edition.
Second edition, more DM Fiat. But in a situation like this, where they were already unconscious and unaware of Giraffe, as he sort of bears down on them, that would be a critical success on the grapple as well, so they're restrained anyway by your hold. You
And
hear...
if I'm grappling them with my jaws, I have 2 hands free to tie knots of rope.
As you hear this voice sort of suddenly emerge from them, but they understand the threat of being bit into further, and are easily tied up at that.
Imagine waking up with a knoll just biting you.
the dream.
Excuse me.
What?
What? Nothing?
What do you want? Who are you?
Discord crashed.
Oh,
Okay, it was just after I described that I can tie knots with both my hands.
oh yeah. Easily enough. You have tied him up with a critical success on your grapple. He was sort of struggling there. What? Who are you? Get off!
Ah, sorry, can't do that. Now just hang tight. You'll be fine. He just kind of pats him on the back awkwardly, leaving him there tied up.
No, right? I assume with your ally's sort of recommendation, you tie a rope around his mouth just to keep him quiet.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
suggest you wiggle around too much. You might fall off and break your neck.
Sort of looks his eyes over there. Grunts, basically, but that's it. However, Giraffe, as you're up here, you notice something else. You can see further into the forest here, and can see what seems to be another one of those platforms deeper into the side here.
Can I signal to my team that I see that?
How do you signal?
I point.
Alright, as long as someone's watching, you see Giraffe point over there.
Yeah, parents would be watching to see
Yeah.
nothing's bad's happening.
So, where from here?
I'm gonna climb down.
Sure.
More sentries, perhaps. Should we take them out first, or do we keep searching for Cress?
At least a bandit, aren't they? Do you think
It's
they
another
might?
platform.
You think they might keep traps on the perimeter of their camp?
Well, based on how this sentry was, I can't be sure that they're very thorough about their security.
Good point, honestly.
Well, we should move over to the next one then and take care of it like we did this one.
Alright.
If this fellow was sleeping the way he was, I have the feeling that a lot of these bandits aren't necessarily that loyal to their cause.
Or they've just never had to deal with anybody attacking their camp before.
There's another one of those platforms over across the river here. I'm gonna try to stay out of view from it.
Alrighty. Roll me a stealth check. Anybody crossing the river here would be a little bit closer where stealth would be required, probably.
All right.
As parent is crossing, then I'm gonna roll.
Oh shoot, that should have been blind.
You do get a free mulligan if you roll it down in public, so...
I will
Of
You
course.
want me to re-roll?
Yeah, I deleted it, so yeah, reroll. Blind.
Gas has got to like stay on the western bank of the river.
Okay.
Surely it can't be any worse.
Alright. You guys may proceed in however manner you would like. Approaching into the forest here. Trying to keep yourselves away from the sight lines of this treetop, well, campsite it seems, or this outpost, I should say. However,
Oh, I've made a mistake.
as you guys start approaching and Giraffe starts making his way past this central tree, you do hear a shout from up top. Oi! Hey, you ain't supposed to be here! Come! Someone
Bart.
here! And it seems like, with a not great stealth still from you, they are quite
it was
aware
better
of your
than what I
approach.
rolled before.
Mm-hmm. So, that being said, I need you guys to roll your initiatives, but because you were stealthing, it depends on your stealth checks. So, roll
Nice.
me one more
I'm
time
okay.
your stealth initiatives.
I
one
get
more?
to roll perception, right?
You did not, Gaz, so you can roll yours as perception.
Hooray!
Makes
then
no
okay.
difference for me.
Let me put in combat first. There we
There
go.
it is.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
How were our stealth checks? before though.
The other stealth checks were pretty good here.
Me.
Can I reroll initiative with a hero point?
Sure, you can.
It's a d20.
It would still be stealth, wouldn't it, if you reroll?
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh,
I don't even want to try.
every hero point.
I think there's 6 enemies.
As you guys hear a clamor in this little camp here, almost immediately, charging out from it is this woman in this sort of navy green or olive green leather armor wielding dual axes. As she rushes up, "Thought you could catch us unawares, did you? I'll make mincemeat out of every one of you. Mercenaries, adventurers, whatever you are. Ain't supposed to be here, anyways." And with that, she is going to continue to charge towards Parent here in the forest. Sort of underneath one of these trees, she is going to make a flurry of hatchet attacks, one in each hand, as a single action. First attack will be a miss as she lashes out towards you. There's no good effect. You're able to dodge away. Second strike, however, is going to be a miss as well, unfortunately, as she sort of stumbles on a rock or something like that. No, Parent is...
Oh, Parent is right there.
Yeah, he's just underneath the trees, so...
Oh,
Either way, she misses her flurry as we go to another one in the camp. Oi! Shit, what's going on? As this guy rushes up here, he's going to sling a shot at Giraffe with their short bow. 2 on the dice, certainly going to miss. This goes clean by you, Giraffe. That is the end of their turn because they had to move a lot to get there. Gaz, as we go over to you, you see this happening across the river here. River is difficult terrain, so only one square of it.
That is no longer a problem for me, haha. Gaz grips the controls of his backpacks really tightly as energy seems to be building up and it begins to rattle dangerously. I'm going to try to make an explosive leap.
Okay.
It's just how
you're just waiting for that. Did you stay in the west just for this?
No, I was staying in the west because I was waiting on y'all to handle it.
As you aim your explosive device downwards, yeah, you can just immediately leap into the air 30 feet as it explodes underneath you. But when you land, I do need an unstable check from that.
There's an explosion in the distance, and then a few moments later, gas just comes falling down next to Kiva.
Right over the top of the log, 30 feet there in total. To crash there. You, at the very least, only fail, so you can't use it again, but you don't take any damage from that as well.
Gas just greets his companion with a cheeky grin and a wave. Hey there. Heard there was trouble.
Oh, goodness.
He is going to overdrive.
Alright. So you land, you pull on some of the gears, cogs, getting them into action. Or trying to, at the very least. That'll be a success as you go into overdrive there.
Is there anything else I can do? Lastly, he is going to move a little bit further up to here.
Alrighty. Shifting up, we go now to Kiba.
Alright, start by moving. Aha!
You see, the one you've been told about, Cressel, whose axe is bared.
I am correct tool out. There we go. Get in there. Okay, am I on the movement tool now?
There you are.
All right. I go in. I'm going to actually go into full melee range because this lets me. This gives me good access to all my friends. Okay, and going immediately for a glaive strike. I find it. There it is. Target.
Slashing out for them. As you do, that'll be a hit. Roll the damage. Glaive cleanly cuts into their direction for a total of 5 damage, and they will need to make the fortitude save against the poison.
Oh boy, can't wait to apply all our poison on this one person.
However, she seems pretty tough. Her fortitude allows her to avoid the effect of the poison as you first try to apply it there. You would only have one poison, right? Because you're only wielding the glaive? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
There we go.
Like, I have another weapon, but it wouldn't have been poisoned.
So, one more action.
A demoralized attempt.
Make an intimidation against them. Let's see.
You should stand down while you still have a chance. You have no hope against us.
You don't scare me, you... feathers, whatever you are.
But, of course, she... Well, I'm just trying to cover up for the fact she is a bit scared there. As we go to the camp again, this guy is going to start rushing in along the side and continue to run past the trees around the back here. As they get there, they're going to strike at Parent as third action. A sort of little machete-like dagger striking out will be a hit. Parent, this bandit does seem a little bit more seasoned, a little bit tougher. They deal 4 damage to you. Oh, I got him. Yarm, your turn.
Alright. I'm not entirely sure what's fair for me to have drawn because I didn't announce it at the start of this fight. But would be a ball lightning and a juggernaut mutagen. Would that be fair?
Yeah, that would be your standard prepared for a fight setup, so yeah.
Alright. In that case, Yarm is going to take his first action to lob his ball lightning right behind, or well, still at, but right behind Crest here. He doesn't have much to say about that, but he's gonna break the strike.
Go for it. So you have that bomb in hand, you sling it towards her point blank. She almost didn't notice you were there, sort of in the half brush of the tree. That is a natural 20. Roll your crit.
Like that.
As it crashes over her shoulder, the sparks sort of shooting up her arm there. God damn, what? Get that shit away from me. She does take that 7 there, though, and will be flat-footed as the reverberations of that electricity still course through her nerves, making her easier to strike.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna flank. That makes that a little...
Oh. Well.
That's fine.
Opens up opens up options for other people too, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Next, he's going to feed the Juggernaut mutagen straight to Kiba.
Okay.
In case he gets a nasty cut or two. And he's going to use his last action to arm himself with another ball of lightning.
You did what for Kiba?
Administered the potion there, the Juggernaut.
Administered.
So you can add that effect Juggernaut mutagen to yourself, Kiba. Check it over to your token.
Accepts.
So as you're sort of quickly deflecting a blow from her, you see Yarm come up and sort of quickly pour this down your gullet in half a second. You feel beefier, stronger, there.
Yeah.
You may notice that Kiba stopped asking questions.
With that, we go to now one of the other bandits in the camp here. They're going to rush up and start slinging arrows themselves. This one, going for one shot here. Natural 1. These guys, their experience is belying their rolls here. Second shot, though, is a miss as well. As these 2 arrows are quickly slung by you, Kiba, we go to another one. This one, though, is going to rush in along under this outpost and towards Giraffe here. As they get here, rushing underneath the tree.
That was a mistake.
Perhaps it might be. But they're foolhardy enough to go for a strike and actually hit with an 18 on the dice. They deal 3 damage to you, this one seeming one of the younger bandits.
I think I can objection that one.
Oh, you'll be using your reaction for that?
Yep, there it is. Naturally, it's enfeebled, not stupefied.
They are perhaps wanting the redemption as they just let it go. It doesn't matter for them because it's 2+ your level. They would do 0 damage anyway. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go for him. As they just pull back, no damage whatsoever.
Think about your actions.
Giraffe. That means something, right?
Just he gives a big smile. This once. And he is going to use a stride. Let's see if I have enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to move like that.
Alright, skirting around them, getting to the back of Cressel here.
Yeah, I think. If I use a double slice, do they both have to be attacks, or can I trade one of those for like a disarm?
They both have to be attacks. So,
Okay,
what you're talking about is more of a monk thing?
that makes sense.
Flurry of maneuvers. It's called, I believe.
Anyways, I'm gonna use double slice.
Go for it. Bambale, main gauche. Let's see. They are frightened and flat-footed. 19 of the dice is going to be a critical strike. It doesn't show that you targeted them, though.
Oh.
But that's absolutely a critical.
You could use your owlbear claw on that as well, I believe.
First of all, how much damage does this do? Second of all, the axe.
8. As you cleave into her back... man. She's not gonna survive that. Straight down the back.
That's beautiful.
Goes to the ground.
I shouldn't have used 2 actions.
Oh, hell. I took out Cressel.
Wow, that was fast.
Roll me an intimidation check, Giraffe.
Alrighty. I'm glad I picked up proficiency in that.
As you dart around them, running circles around one, slashing into her back. These, again, younger bandits, with the head of their snake cut off. The body flounders as the rest of the bandits lose their will to fight pretty quickly here. Well, she ran straight in, and you guys took her out. With bandits, they end the fight when you take out their leaders like this. They all drop their weapons.
It's a wonder you had to get going on for so long for a leader like this.
I wouldn't have done it if you didn't critical one-shot them, so...
Don't forget the poison.
Poison and double critical actually from the bomb as well. Yeah, that's a quick fight to be turning off. So, as they all drop their weapons, some of them start to run. Others sort of, like the one next to you, sort of drops the ground sort of on his side, so trying to like crawl away, almost like his knees went jelly at the sight of, well, that very quick kill. Shit!
Now hold on now, everybody. Those of you who throw down your weapons, we will show mercy. You don't need to run. In fact, perhaps you should come speak with us.
Roll me a
I've
diplomacy
got
check.
a business opportunity for you.
If he keeps crawling, I'm going to grab the one next to me.
Alright.
Hero
Oh,
point.
no.
Can I hero point that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I couldn't remember if there was like any kind of a thing for ones or not.
Oh,
Oh, no.
there you go.
Oh, damn it. You're not gonna kill us, are you? Are you?
We will absolutely not kill you. Or harm you, actually. No. We are, how should I say this? You're not our targets. Your leader, was our target. And the Stag Lord is our target.
All right.
You all, however, I believe, are just as much victims in all of this as anybody else. Am I correct?
Oh yeah. I don't think any of us really wanted to be here, but we're just the conscripts. Once you start going towards the Stag Lord, they ain't gonna drop their weapons as easily.
I need to move forward.
Oh, she has a
Can
healing.
I move in?
Sorry, I got distracted.
They sort of like all like gathered up a little bit, stepping back here into the camp itself. That seems like a very like dilapidated camp in that matter.
Great. I want to be up front so I can talk to them face to face.
Look, we understand criminally this is wrong, but we was forced to.
I understand entirely. This is the sort of thing that, well, those who are in power have a tendency to bully those who are not. And I understand.
Hey, look.
Those of you were taken from your homes and forced to do the bidding of somebody terrible.
They look at each other, sort of like nudge each other, one forward, the one that's been talking. We'll tell you everything about it, everything. You just have to promise not to take us in somewhere. We have homes, we have families up north. Away from all this.
What we wish to do is take out your leader, not you. I have no intention. We have no intention of holding any of you hostage.
They look at the rest of you.
I agree with that. So if your families are all up north, what are you doing here?
Well, those bandits came along ever so often. Would accost us on the road, out in the field. People get kidnapped. They took us in saying that we was bandits now, that we had to work with them. Else we would be hunted down and killed if we tried to escape. I don't even know exactly where we are, other than south from home. So...
And then thinking about what they might do to your families as well.
Exactly. So... look there, under the trees. You see that little like sack there under it, and a few other sort of spoils, crates, and other things. That's everything they took in this camp here. Lots of treasures, items they made us pilfer off of travelers and from Oleg's.
Ooh, liquor.
That liquor is... I'd be careful, even you. I'd be careful about that liquor there. That's for the Stag Lord himself.
Let's smell the liquor.
Pretty
Why
potent.
should we be careful about it?
He's a monster of a man. He's a dead-eye with a bow even when he's drunk off his ass. I saw him crush a prisoner's hand to mush with one of his fists. One of his drunken rages. He always...
The music box.
He's always hiding his face under this creepy stag's helmet. This skull of a stag. Some say he ain't got no face under it, but... I think that helmet is his face.
So he's not even... I don't know if human is quite the right word. More than human, perhaps. Something worse.
Well, if a man can be like him, I don't know if he's a man anymore. But he is a bloody drunk. Even now, I've heard that he's half what he used to be. I hear he punched a horse for spitting in the yard a few weeks ago. I wouldn't care if he dropped dead tomorrow, but even drunk out of his mind, he's still got a fair amount of fight in him.
You don't happen to know if he has any weaknesses, do you?
Well, booze. That's it, but...
Ah, so we can get him drunk so that he fights poorly.
Didn't you just hear them say that he can fight just as fine drunk as he can, whatever?
Yes, if
Ah,
his
that sounds like a
alcohol.
tall tale.
Sorta was saying if you show up with all that liquor and you tell them the password at the fort, you might be able to get yourselves inside a little bit, but you don't look exactly like bandits, unfortunately.
We do have a
Most of
tendency
us,
to
at
stand
least.
out somewhat.
Well, if he has a tendency to drink whatever liquor he gets his hands on, I suppose that's a guarantee of one method of knocking him down a little bit.
You might, I mean, no man can drink that much. If you just give it to him all at once, some of the lieutenants are careful about rationing it out so he doesn't go into a bloody rage.
Kiba looks at Yarm just like he's deep in thought about something, but doesn't say anything
And
yet.
he doesn't think to check what he's drinking, does he?
Man's voracious. He drinks anything we give him.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Perfect. Wonderful.
You said there was a password of some sort? What is the password?
It's, what is it? By the bloody bones of St. Gilmore, who wants to know? Question mark. Means you're supposed to say it as a question. Yeah, that's the link to the Twitch in the chat. I tried to copy paste this. There we go. By the bloody bones of St. Gilmore, who wants to know?
And do you know where this fort is exactly? The last group we took out didn't know anything about where it was.
I know. I overheard Cressel there speaking about it with one of the others who came along. It's down south near Tusquato Lake, somewhere on its border there, up on a hill. That's as specific as I can be. I ain't been there, and I don't know what your maps look like or how to navigate around this area. I'm a foreigner to here.
Judging by how the map looks, that would be a very good spot to set up your base, wouldn't it?
Overlooks the whole lake as far as I know. There's something else weird about that hill, though. There's a basement I've heard of. Stag Lord keeps a strange old man locked up down there. I suspect that old guy, though, might be the brains behind everything. Using the Stag Lord as a puppet or something. Got to look into that old guy's eyes once when they came along here. Terrified me. He ain't someone I'd want to cross.
Let me get this straight to make sure I understand what you're saying. They keep him locked up, and yet he might be the brains of the operation.
I don't know. He's creepy. Even the Stag Lord is careful with him for some reason. I'm just guessing. I ain't exactly been there. I only heard rumors about the guy who's seen into his eyes. I didn't actually. Is that everything? Are we free to go home?
I can't personally think of anything else. How about any of you?
Well, just
That's a
keep
good
in
point.
mind that if you go back to banditry, well, you can see the results yourself.
We saw it there. You the new law around here?
We're
Something
intending
like
to
that.
be.
I see how you do justice, damn. Yeah, I wouldn't want to cross blades with you at all. We're going home.
That being said, if you ever wish to cross paths on peaceful terms, I would not object to that.
Don't know. Ain't nothing here for us anymore. Or at all, ever. Let's get the hell out of here.
Then you are all free to go.
As they dropped, of course, their weapons, they immediately start heading out and away to the north.
I wonder if letting all these guys go is gonna bite us in the butts later.
I doubt it.
So
They didn't seem to be angry, more so afraid.
Did Giraffe show the people these amulets he's been getting off these bodies?
I haven't seen him.
he's
Oh no. sorry. I took trophies off of each of my kills, both that bowman at the outpost and off of this lady who had 2 axes. Silver Stag Lord amulet.
Amulets.
Is that why you keep taking armor off of bodies? Trophies? All of them?
Yes.
You're weird.
Might be a bit unsustainable. Perhaps something else like a severed head might be easier.
Those are inconvenient to carry.
I don't need our camp smelling like dead heads.
See what I mean?
Did you get the ring that we're looking for?
No, I didn't see any ring. Trust me, I've been
Can
checking.
backtrack.
you look at the body, no ring.
Oh, we should probably let that guy go that way. I tied up. Hold on, let me go.
Okay.
No, I don't want to leave him.
So the ring most likely would have actually moved to the stash of goods that's headed to the fortress.
Hey there, buddy.
Oh. Tries, of course, talk, but I assume you let
Take
him
it
go.
off of his rope off his mouth. Start untying him.
What the hell? What's going on?
How much did you see or hear?
A bit of it. I saw some blood splatter.
Well, to put it simply, the fight went swiftly. The only casualty was your boss. The deal is you're allowed to go. Go free.
Oh,
Go to your family. Get out of here.
all right, yeah. They sort of
Just
like
jumps off.
well, they make a quick climb down, sort of like slipping a little bit at the last, falling to the floor, and then running off into the distance
Didn't think I was that scary, but
with like blood along your.
I guess both
mambebe,
folks just
yeah.
don't have the stomach for this.
You're just covered with gore.
So,
Wow, she had a lot of talk for very little fight.
unfortunately, so for her. That being said, you have a quick look around the camp. You don't see anything else. It seems like everything was just stashed there. And actually, you guys have spent the whole day at the radish patch and here, so you would be resting. And since this is a well-known area for people to avoid, any predators, anything like that, you doubt anything is going to come in the night, so you are just fine for the rest when a new day approaches. With that being said, you awaken to a new day, with this camp conquered and information about the Stag Lord's fort being somewhere in the south here, around Tuskwater Lake.
Right the nexus of where we shall be ruling. That is definitely an issue.
That is a good spot.
And it looks like one. But, with a new day, where from here?
We might as well check out the temple over here.
You're in a rather good shape, so yeah, the temple
Yeah,
might be a good
I was
idea.
wanting to look at the temple as well.
I would love to see what sort of architecture they have. Oh, maybe they have some interesting reliefs. Oh, do you suppose they have any art inside? I've always wanted to explore old ancient places.
You guys have spent half the day approaching the temple here, deep in the sort of like more rugged, hilly sections of this forest here. I'm gonna move you, of course, to another new scene. As I will, of course, remind everyone, I have created every single one of these maps that you see before you.
Sounds like fun.
So,
Available all on Patreon. His Patreon.
Oh, hey,
What a
I even
stream.
called it out as soon as my little advertisement was still up there. Anyway,
People should go to Patreon.
that being said, I'm going to place you guys down as you arrive at this temple that looms before you, up along these hills that sort of encompass it from two sides in a narrow valley. More pine trees and upper elevation plants and other things surround you here. Who am I missing from the map? Yarn.
I still can't see anything. Yeah.
There we go.
There we are.
And you see before you a massive edifice built into the rock and stone. Seems tangled with brambles along its edges. A darkness seems to emanate in this area, as if something wrong is with this place. You see ruined stairs, stone pillars that have fallen here and there. It's overgrown, abandoned, with a large pool at its center of shallow but murky looking water.
Is this the edifice of a not edifice? The likeness of a cow or bull?
It is a stag.
A stag.
I just didn't have an asset for a stag,
That's fair.
but it was close enough.
I was gonna make a comment like, "Oh no, it's symbol of the bull." That's great. Sacrifice children, don't they?
It's beautiful.
It's eerie.
The spirits abound here are evil beyond compare.
Feels empty.
Do you actually know that, or are you just saying that?
He is from
well-
around here.
Well, just saying that in the tribe did well enough as my job as shaman.
Parents is going to take a look at this pool of water. Is there
Okay.
anything in it or interesting about it?
So, the pool of water is stagnant, but there must be some religious reasoning to it if you wanted to roll a religion check.
Sure, why not?
Parent, you are able to tell that this marks a ritual site of some shrine to Aristil, god of community, small villages, festivals, and harmony with nature, but not nature itself. Aristil is often depicted as a stag-headed god.
I don't think this place is supposed to feel this gloomy.
Likely not.
And Parenth will describe the deity to the others.
The pool in front of you certainly looks murky and probably disused for a very long time. Even so, yeah, it seems not right. Something like this would have been protected.
Defiled by the Stag Lord, perhaps?
Perhaps. I'm wondering about that.
The stag motif is awfully convenient to be in such close proximity to all of this.
Wonder if it was erosion or purposeful desecration.
You see, something struck me as odd as we've been learning more and more. I don't normally picture stags as, I don't associate stags with evil, and yet everything we've heard so far about the Stag Lord has been nothing but the most fiendish of beings. There is definitely something unusual going on here.
Think
I
so?
almost wonder if this is somebody that's been corrupted in some way.
I think he's just an asshat who found a nice stag helmet and decided to use it as his imagery.
That's not nearly as romantic.
A sort of pallor to this place, this sort of like dark emanation, this feeling with thorny vines and fog here and there, gets more pronounced as you get closer to the massive temple before you. You see these two ember-filled braziers up 40 feet escarpments on the side, actually 80 feet escarpments, and there's this 40-foot tall staircase that leads ahead of you. So it's pretty large.
40 feet?
Mhm.
Are the sconces lit or are they out?
They are lit. But apparently I can like move you there. As you guys are making your way up, something lumbering is seen approaching from the edge as you're trying to look up beyond the stairs before you. Something massive, bristling with fur, and this large face filled with fury and anger. An accursed guardian of this place in the form of a bear croaks out to you in common. You should never have come to this accursed place. I need initiatives.
We could leave.
As well from the side, another grizzly bear, perhaps enraged, approaches. I need initiatives here.
May I use athletics since I'm climbing upstairs?
Well, it's only athletics if you're very weak climbing upstairs.
These stairs are
That's
so hard.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, roll your perception.
I
Right,
thought I'd
I'm
try.
Forgot to redo the daily stuff after the last rest because of the thingy. So I hope it's fine if the poisons are reapplied and everything, all that.
Sure.
Roll that.
So, yeah, you would have had time to reapply poisons. Put them out to chat so I can reapply them to Kiba and Giraffe. Kiba, I'm going to remove the juggernauts. You wouldn't have had that as well.
Is the Guardian seriously going before me?
They're pretty powerful and pretty fast. So,
Well, at least I won't have to walk up to it.
as the Guardian croaked that out in this hoarse tongue, they start charging down the stairs as a lumbering monstrosity of some magical sort. As they reach Giraffe here, they are going to try to immediately swipe. Will they swipe? No, they're going to bite with their jaws. However, Giraffe, you see this coming. You're able to sort of duck away, sort of stumbling a little bit down the stairs where you're at to avoid the blow, but then they're going to make a claw strike at you as their third action. Accursed! None should have come here! For 12 damage there, Giraffe. These raking claws hit you. Glimpse of redemption, though.
Redemption on that.
I can never have redemption. Unspeakable acts.
Dylan shall be the judge of that.
My
Except for us,
only
but the judge-
judge is the Lord above. As they, well, look back right up at the stag sort of edifice. Their only judge being.
So, did he take
Still.
the...
He took the enfeebled, but you still take that
Okay, so-
12.
So, 9.
Or 9, or 8 rather, because it's 2 plus level. You're level 2 now. So one more back.
I was thinking, it's 4 now. That's great.
That'll be your turn.
Other question?
Yep.
Did Yarm reapply poison?
Yes.
Yes.
So, guys, as you see this other grizzly bear rush out of the forest, seemingly enraged as well, what do you do?
Gas sort of like braces for Perif and like places himself between Perif and the grizzly. He's also going to pull out his steel shield and going to wield his weapon one-handed as a result. So he's definitely going to be protecting his little dragon friend as much as he can. He is also going to raise a shield. It's my first action.
Second action. Pulling out the shield itself would be...
Right, second,
yeah.
excuse me. Yoink. Final action is going to try and overdrive as per usual.
Okay.
Never imagined bears would be so small.
I will hero point that.
Okay. Trying to kick yourself in the gear. 16 is exactly what you need at this level. Actually, I think a little bit one above it. Either way, you go into overdrive.
Excellent.
Machine.
That's all of my actions.
Chugging along, we go to Yarm here.
All right. Yarm is going to go ahead and start off with using one of the ball lightnings he has on hand to he prepares to shatter the glass against the body of this bear.
Okay.
Strike.
Slinging a bomb up at it, though unfortunately it is going to miss. But
Can I
still
hero point
take.
that?
Oh yeah, you can.
You have a lot of hero points
Oh yeah.
to this point.
13. Total of 20. Does not hit.
Oh,
As it grazes off the side of their flank, falls to the ground and splashes, but does no damage. This one is pretty tough.
it does. But yeah, splash damage. At least.
Well, yeah, splash, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Rather bit of a cumbersome fellow to deal with. Yarm is going to go ahead and I'm not sure. I know that I have to like make a justification for aiding in battle, so I'm not sure if like trying to sort of phantom or feint with a fake toss of his red ampule would count for
Well,
aiding someone with their strike.
as long as you can threaten them with an attack, that counts as aiding. So yeah.
Okay. So I don't even need to be adjacent to allies to aid them?
Nope, because you're threatening them enough. You're sort of using that action, that's those 2 seconds to threaten them. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Yarm is going to go ahead and prepare to aid Giraffe on his turn for his
Okay.
attack.
So, that being said, we do go to Giraffe.
Alrighty, nothing fancy. I want to double strike against the spirit bear to apply the poison on both my weapons, and then parry.
Alright. Double slice. On Betty first. See if you're slashing in here. Unfortunately, not with a 4.
I'm gonna use a hero point on that.
Okay.
Right, so aid, I need to hit a specific DC.
Yep,
with-
DC 20. Roll your attack for that.
Alright. I'll just quickly draw
I
a
assume
dagger.
17's not enough.
17 is not enough as well. A tough hide barrels through, but Yarm, as you strike out, or well, you distract them enough with the. Well, actually,
Like,
okay. So I thought that you were doing it with a bomb, correct?
yeah, with a bomb, but if I click use, it'll like take a bomb out of my inventory. I didn't really want to deal with that.
Right. With these aid actions, it does have to be like an attack that goes to them to threaten them enough.
Right.
So.
It's the same proficiency, but should I reroll that?
Yeah, that's fine. So +2. But for the future, whatever you
gotcha.
use has to be able to actually like go to them and hit them or try to hit them.
Okay.
So
Gotcha,
like
sorry.
somebody with an arrow or bow and arrow, they would sling a shot
Yeah.
past them to distract them, or your bomb would
Yeah.
have to go past them or something like that.
Okay, so that means that it still gets expended.
Yeah, it would have to.
Okay. That's fine.
Either way, +2 to your next strike, Giraffe.
Oh, to my next strike. Okay.
Yeah, because I think here, Yarm, you declared that you wanted to use reaction after that, or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
I'm-
I
I'm
can't wait to apply
First time
my
aiding.
critical
Not sure how it works.
specialization.
Yeah, we'll get used to it. Let's see here, though. This, with that extra +2, is not a crit, but it's a definite hit.
Oh, I thought their AC was 20.
Their AC is 21.
Oh, higher.
Ah!
That's why the
Okay.
20 last time didn't hit.
So I'm going to evoke my owlbear claw.
So don't you
That's
need
only
to?
a critical.
Yeah, you need a
Yeah.
crit on that.
Oh, it does need a crit. Okay, I
Hmm.
thought you just.
But yeah, go for the strike,
Yeah.
for the damage there. 6, as he is stricken to the side, it's a little bit distracted there. It will need to roll its fortitude against the poison. Rolls a natural 20, so it's very much not going to be worried or bothered with that. That being said, we're gonna go to the grizzly. One moment, there we go.
It's a 20 to hit me.
This grizzly is going to just rush out from the forest here, going straight to Gaz, and as it barrels forward, it's a little bit of a bonus here. Oh no, it just strikes at the end of it. Okay, strikes then at Gaz there. Almost said Jazz. But as they try to bite at you, you have the shield just placed right to sort of throw their head to the side, bashing it aside and preventing the strike. They're gonna go for a second strike. 13 on the dice with their modifiers will hit, however. Even with your increased AC, you take 12 damage there.
I will sheet block.
Okay. So, something I discovered. If you click the block button in chat there, and then click your damage button, it'll correctly block and do everything for you with the shield.
Oh, neat.
Absorbs 5, an additional 7 making it through. Shield is also damaged by 7. So yeah, did it right. As they claw in, you sort of lock it into position, trying to deflect it, but not enough there to completely deflect it. Kiba, we go to you.
All right. I'm going to step forward and put up an offense of my own against the spirit bear thingy.
Sure. I will say, you are teetering over more than half of this. You can stand there, but you will be flat-footed, if that is fair enough.
I will not be.
Okay, you could stand
Because
behind.
I have the feet.
Oh wait,
I sure do. I have uncanny agility, which gives me steady balance, which allows me to stand in this narrow
hey.
surfaces and uneven ground.
There we go. You can
This
stand.
is my perch.
As you can stand on that very easily, sort of digging your claws in. No effect. Nice.
I feel like I made a great choice. It's so fitting. I love it. All right. That's my move.
Titan Wrestler.
Move in for the strike with the glaive.
All right. Though, 2 on the dice.
I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong thing here. Let me. I meant the strike with my glaive.
18 is still not enough. Against its thick hide, you sort of like make
Right.
purchase, but edge alignment on your blade was not great. Doesn't slice through. Anything else?
Ah, gosh, that's not good. I think. Okay, I'll just follow up with a demoralize.
Okay. Just a reminder, demoralize is always better if it's done first, because then it reduces the AC for your attack. For the future. But
Reduce. Oh my gosh, frightened.
Frightened is strong.
reduces AC and everything
All
else.
checks and DC. It considers AC a DC, doesn't it?
Correct.
Oh my gosh. All this time I was just thinking that it only like really applied to the. Okay, never mind. Well then. Well, yeah, cool. Let's hold off on that for now instead because I misunderstood how that works.
Okay.
I'll just basically do a double slash instead.
Okay. Go for that.
If the first one missed with a hero point, clearly the next one will hit. Nope.
Not so. As, again, overextending yourself there, trying to hit them. No great effect. Parent, we go to you.
I'm gonna try to do a recall knowledge check to see if I can figure out what's going on with this bear.
Alright, for them, Arcana or Nature?
Does this need to be blind?
Yes, it is recall knowledge.
1 sec.
So, looking at that great beast before you, that's something that's a wholly unique problem. In the heat of combat here, you just have no idea what is its deal. You just have no clue.
Alright. 2 remaining actions. I'm gonna try to cast I cast Befuddle on it.
Okay. I will roll its will. That is actually a failure, because they have a really low will. They seem to have been caught up in this, well, curse that is upon them, and it befuddles them. Clumsy 2, it's stupefied 2.
Oh, wonderful.
That's a really good spell. Because stupefied reduces their will saves again, and clumsy reduces their AC by 2, and their reflex saves by 2. So, really, really good spell.
I was hoping for a
That's
crit failure.
awesome.
Oh yeah, crit failure would, well, screw them over completely, but either way, that's the power of...
That is all of his actions.
Fail is amazing because they also become flat-footed.
Oh, stop! Where? He sort of like slashes out with his jaws, confused, befuddled here, but still striking forward. Should have never done it. Never! It's a curse. Will be a hit, though, on Giraffe as you try to deflect the blade. It is reduced by 2 from the enfeeblement, and reduced by 4 from the Glimpse of Redemption, so you only take 9 damage instead.
No, 2 and 4 would be 6.
So it says
Oh, no, the 2
it automatically did it, yeah. So you only take 9 damage there.
Love it.
Math. Come on, yes, bear. I
Get
almost said stupid.
back! They're going to try to shove Giraffe as their second action. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Giraffe, you are flung
Oh, boy.
back into Yarm. Yarm, since you're teetering
Oh.
sort of on the ledge here, normally I
up
wouldn't
the
have them push you, but here, Yarm, I do need a reflex save real quick.
Oh boy.
Look at the stairs, man.
Because your Giraffe is being pushed back down the stairs with a critical, so Yarm is in the way. Yarm, you dodge to the side as Giraffe is flung there.
Oh
Told you
god.
upstairs, bro.
And as its third, because as part of a successful shove they can follow, which makes it really nice, they're going to strike at Kiba. Claw. Map 8, because shove applies to map, and they're going to miss here as Kiba, you're able to bring up your glaive and deflect the attack. So, Gaz, we go to you now.
Gas lowers his shield slightly to quickly get an attack out at the huge bear in front of him.
Sure. Sort of, the bear's perspective sees the shield up, and then it's slung down with the fist sort of popping out from the back there. Let's see if it hits.
Let's see.
Unfortunately, it won't.
Hmm.
Bear sort of like leans to the side, it sort of glances off the side of their head to no effect. Unless, of course.
I think
I
it's
have
the
hero points.
point for some reason. Hello?
Hello? You're here?
Yep, you're here.
One of us is connecting. Okay, with that, I will... I will try to demoralize the way in front of me by, like, making a bunch of noise from my machinery, if that's possible.
Okay, sure. Churning the gears, unfortunately, the will of this bear seems to be better than that of the other bear. It's more sensible. It actually doesn't get frightened.
Well, with that out of the way, Gaz is going to hunker down again behind his shield.
Okay, hunkering down. Yarm, your allies aren't making
Okay.
much purchase against them. Throwing down the stairs, what do you do?
Tempted to heal Giraffe, but he assures himself that Giraffe's got himself well on hand. So instead, tries to capitalize and assist with the offensive by first drawing a ball of lightning, then using it to strike against the now stupefied bear.
Okay. I've been playing too much Hogwarts, so that's all I hear. Stupefy, stupefy, stupefy.
He's
Miss.
going to also hero point that.
Okay. Oh, man, not the best of rolls here. It will be a miss, not a
Nope.
critical one, so
Okay.
they do take 1 more damage.
Of course.
Anything else?
Hmm.
The
He's
rubble behind you is difficult terrain. Since it's already pretty low to the ground, it's sort of something you could walk over, but hard to walk over.
I see. Right. In that case, finally, he's going to prepare himself by pulling out a Blackadder venom to hold in his hand.
All right.
And that's it for his turn.
So with that, we go to Giraffe. Thrown down the stairs,
Boy.
skidding to a stop before you teeter down into the rubble.
So I'm still on my feet?
Still on your feet.
Cool. I'm considering lunging. Or I could just use a stride and a double strike.
Good.
Yeah.
This thing needs damage. It's pretty weakened by that stupefaction.
Let's do this.
That is an 18 on the dice. That is a critical strike because it is clumsy too. Otherwise it would not have hit. Roll your crit.
That's with the Mumbly, right?
Correct.
The venom is
Yeah.
still on it.
So,
It's less than
And crit specialization from the other thing.
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Well, there's no one nearby.
yeah, there's no point to the crit special.
Oh, I don't know
Is-
what it does.
yeah, the axe sweeps into someone else. But, still, a pretty good amount of damage. 14 to it,
And that was only the first attack.
cleaving deeply in. It does succeed on its fortitude save. Bears are going to have a lot of fortitude.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I used the poison on the main gosh, didn't I? I think I
Yes, so most
Yeah.
poisons are away. And you choose when you activate the claws, so you're good there. This...
did. That hits, right?
This also hits because of the clumsy. Otherwise it wouldn't have. It's another quick strike with the dagger, slashing into its side. It's starting to look injured, like halfway there, bloodied.
Come on!
So, that'll
It's my
be
turn.
you as we go to the bear.
Bear.
It's going to shift its way over here,
Uh-oh.
bite a gas. 14 on the dice will definitely get a hit. Very close to that
I'm
nat
going
20.
to- Yeah, shield block again.
Okay. Use the same buttons, though I believe this time, when you block, it is broken, the shield. So you're no longer holding your shield raised because it can't be used while broken. It is reduced to half its HP. Past half, I should say.
Yes.
As it sort of crumbles in your hand, it does take a swipe, not at you, but at Parent. Oh man, okay. You
Oh,
guys
no.
really are not having good
Oh,
luck
no.
with wildlife in this so far. Parent, you take 22 points of damage as it gashes across the side of your face.
I hope you have more constitution than I do.
Just barely.
No.
Parent does not appreciate this.
Kiba, your turn.
Do a quick glance at my allies. Oh, I see the ones in back are kind of in trouble, but oh boy, I'm kind of the front line here.
You
Yeah,
get the spirit bear. I'm taking care of this other one.
agreed. I'm gonna start with my voice. With some demoralizing.
Alright. It is pretty stupefied, has a very low will now. This
Oh, that looks good.
certainly does succeed. It is now frightened as well. Turning it even further on those stats.
could yield at any time. You know I'm powerful enough to win. We all are.
You can't. You shouldn't be here. This place is accursed. I am.
Roll the hit, or roll the damage.
Leave me to my suffering.
As they say that, you take a slash across the side of their face for 6 damage there.
Another venom.
And another venom. You can see if he rolls pretty low, he might.
All 3.
2 on the dice. He fails.
Finally.
He will also take part of this Blackadder venom. 1 damage there.
Oh,
They're not immune to poison. This will be known.
But they are, yeah, affected by the poison. The venom there. That being said, Iba, anything else?
I don't know what other combat action I would take this turn.
You can always lay on hands. You can always move a step.
I'm not ready to use my lay on hands yet. I don't want to move. I think I'll take another swing and get some words out in doing so.
Alrighty.
Secondary swing. It just kind of. You know, it's after 9:30.
Oh yeah.
Did
But
I get a reroll on that, or is it only 2?
Yeah, there's only the 2. I don't do it after 9:30.
I had to ask.
Yes, in the
Later
past.
session.
In the past,
And-
I've run sessions that have gone past 9:30. It's always big fights. When people go past 9:30 in big fights, some of them are down sometimes. If we go past 9:30 and everyone gets a hero point, you could just all stabilize. There's no threat to the end of a big combat. So I don't do it.
I make a little show of swinging my weapon around, and I shout at them. You know.
So are we ending the session here then?
No, we gotta finish this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
there's.
As long as you guys are okay with it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
There's always a chance for redemption.
Let's see, Parenth.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna drop a grease on this bear down here.
Okay.
All 4 squares are just where the bear is standing.
Okay.
Grease up the bear.
Unleashed Grease will be a failure for the bear. It sort of slides and all of its legs sort of like flounder out to its sides, flat to the floor.
Guys, get away from it! And Parents is gonna stride.
Alright.
That's the wrong tool.
Running away there. That'll be the end of your turn as we
Run
go
away.
back
Run away.
to...
Having issues 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. We can just go to the
That's your
Guardian
rule with
as... There we
Yeah, no,
go.
I kept scrolling to my screen, it's fine.
You won't stop me. Nothing will. I'm the eternal guardian of this place.
Almost natural 20. Went to the 8, but 8 still, unfortunately, hits.
Ah,
Giraffe, you take 10 more damage.
Got some
As the
blocking that one
jaws
again.
sink into you, you do not fall off, but
I pressed 0 and I went.
it's
I pressed 1.
yeah. So that is because
Numpad.
of the numpad. Numpad is used for
Ah.
directional movement. So you have to go into the control settings to
Noted.
disable that. Either way, you can always just click the damage button in the chat there as you see it. Either way, though.
Oh, I did.
But
Miss.
yeah, there was a glimpse
Wait,
of
damage
redemption
was
in that
reduced
one.
by 4. Right?
Oh yeah. Reduce by 4. Give yourself 4
Yeah.
HP back. It stays unfeebled too. What does it do as
That
its
was minus
third
4.
action?
There we go.
There we go. All right. Third action.
Enough. Move.
They're going to try to push Kipa from the square here to the south, upwards in a corner direction. So Kipa, they fall a little bit there if they can get this off. This is minus 10. Put it in the dice. So it'd be a total of 14 against your fortitude of 18 DC. So you're not able to be pushed back. It'll be their turn. Gaz. Bear's on the ground.
Alice, I don't mean to alarm you, but we are getting mauled by a bear and I'm going to dip as well. Good luck.
Before Yarm takes his turn, I am gonna try and say something to him and Keba.
You can speak
talking is okay.
outside of turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Talking is a free
I'm
action.
off the stairs.
Off the stairs?
Off the stairs. I
We're
think it's time
running.
to get to the water. Just try it.
Did Gas
Right.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
Gas
guys.
had an opportunity to fix his innovation.
Yeah, you would have. So your innovation is up.
Yep. He is going to explosive leap away.
All right.
Boing.
Unleashing your rockets, bursting yourself away from here. So, 30 feet, right next to Parent.
Yeah, he's going to join Parent. I'm going to roll my unstable check, which fails again.
Unfortunately, though. But at the very least, way.
The landing is rough, and the innovation kind of
Oh, yeah.
smokes a little.
Sort of a crack of a piston or something like that. But you have 2 more actions.
He is demoralizing. Doesn't have a maximum range, does it?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Damn it! I just moved 30 feet away.
Just remember, a lot of these actions can be used first rather than last.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
order matters.
Yeah.
I thought about escaping first
Mm.
because I am not too happy. I guess I'll just end my turn.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
you might want to sip a potion, take it out of your back into your
I
your
don't-
hands.
Actually, I have an idea of what I might do.
What?
I want to try to set a snare like right in front of Parent.
unless, as I recall, you have some sort of quick snare thing. Snares take a minute to place.
Okay, then never mind.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Different idea. I will spend an interact action to take out one of my alpines.
Your opine? What?
One
Oil,
of my
okay.
oil thingies.
Oil
yeah.
A pint of oil.
Awesome.
And then I will also spend an interact action to prepare the oil to, like, throw it.
Alright.
Just here.
You must first spend an interaction as a perimeter, then throw it with another action as a ranged attack. Okay, yeah. So, as it's prepared, Yarm, your turn.
We're all
Jump
joining
off.
up with the other two. Are all
Jump
three
off
of
the
us
stairs.
in with this plan? Kiba?
What did you say?
Are all 3 of us in with this plan, Kiba?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, in that case, Yarm is going to. How much movement does jumping off take?
So, the stairs where you are 15 feet up.
Oh.
Then it goes to 10 feet, and then 5 feet as it goes down to
I see.
0.
How much do we start? At which point do we start taking full damage?
10 feet drops. 5 feet drops are fine.
Alright. In that case, it's
Difficult terrain, so 15 feet
yeah,
there.
so 15 feet down there. And then the stride ends.
No, you can
with-
continue to stride.
Yeah, like as in the stride ends here
I gotcha.
after going this feet down.
Mhm.
And then he's going to hit up. I have no idea where or when Gaz wants to be putting things down, but Yarm is going to take front and be the temporary frontliner. As
Okay.
he finishes off by pulling out a minor elixir of life. Hold in his hand with a
Alright.
black adder in the other.
Giraffe.
Alrighty. So, I'm going to go down the stairs and cut the corner around the bear.
Okay. Bear's still prone from all that grease.
And that's why I'm going to make a double slice.
Okay. Heading down here to waylay this bear, holding them against your allies as they retreat. Let's see.
Don't want him getting up and chasing him.
17 on the dice will be a critical strike because it is prone.
Woo!
No.
And as you slash deeply down into this thing, you carve into its flesh. It's looking pretty badly injured from one single strike from you, but it's going to take a little bit more.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Good, you haven't done that with the other bear.
Hits.
I'm gonna use a hero point to reroll that to try and get a crit.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm being
The
super
greedy.
greedy.
Boy.
that's a viable strategy. 18,
Oh,
29.
Oh my
Oh
god.
Is a crit.
God.
Roll your crit damage.
I'd like to apply my critical specialization on the main gosh, which is the persistent
Bleeding.
How much is
Yeah.
it?
1d6 plus. Let me double check. 1d6 persistent bleed damage. Gain item bonus to this bleed equal to the weapon's item bonus to attack rolls.
Okay, so it's 1d6
Yeah,
plus 1 here.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Oh, so it's like the +1 on the dagger that it adds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Shouldn't be that. There we go.
10.
Yes. 10 more damage it's a good amount. It's looking near death at this point. That bleed and whatever else happens may finish it off. As we go to its
carve up
turn.
this bear after killing it.
It stands or tries to.
does it take any special movement to get over this difficult terrain with a regular movement?
Nope, just extra 5
Takes
feet.
twice as much.
But,
yeah.
Giraffe, this bear is standing in front of you, up from prone. Cough.
It is a move action. Cough, cough.
Oh, opportunity attack. Sorry, I'm not used to getting up from being prone being an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Mombele's gonna do more damage on average.
And as it is getting up, you slam the Mombele down into it. This won't be a hit, or won't be a crit because it stands after, or stands before you're actually able to get the hit in. But still, roll the damage.
If this was a flick
Okay,
face, they would be put back down.
Low roll.
Another 5. It's looking very,
When does
very
it take
rough.
the persistent damage, by the way? At the end of my turn, end of its turn?
At the end of its turn.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Since it's standing in grease.
Reflex
doesn't
save.
it Have to, yep.
Goes right back
Oh.
down. As it sort of slips up again. It
Keep trying, Yogi.
angrily just strikes out at Giraffe with its jaws. 18 on the dice, but not a crit because it's prone. So Giraffe might do fine against this. 2 and a 1, 7 total damage, not enough to hurt you that much, Giraffe. It's gonna swipe out from the ground as well. So it tried to stand, goes for a strike once and twice, though you're able to deflect its claws. Now, as we end its turn, takes 5 damage and dies.
Yes!
From the bleed.
Oh my
Yes, the
god.
greed! The greed pays off!
Mhm.
And the claw.
So, Kiba, now just the Cursed Guardian remaining.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a movement like that.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
This
that's not a
puts-
good measurement.
This puts me in lay of hands range.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you healing me? I'm just fine. Thanks to adrenaline.
Shut up and
Raph
take
does
it.
not know how hurt he is. It feels so nice not to be down to every combat.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
your allies have fed you many crits and many hits here because of the penalties they've put on.
Delicious.
6 HP. Spell
Kiba.
effect. Lay on hands.
I have an idea. Move.
I am moving.
That's the wrong voice.
Stop using your pirate voice here.
Alright, moving up to the
Guard
group.
my allies.
Parenth, your turn.
Parenth is going to use drain bonded item,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to cast grease again.
All
On the
over the stairs. Okay.
Yep, and
Oh,
there's 4
my.
spots right here.
Amazing. Is he gonna tumble down the stairs?
I don't know if this will do anything, but it's a funny thought.
Look
I
out
mean,
for
he'll
the
have to jump
stairs,
off if he
man!
doesn't go down
Look
there.
out for the stairs!
Told you about the stairs.
Anything else? Third action as the
Sorry to break
stairs
voice.
are greased.
That is all my actions, because drain bonded is an action.
Oh, correct.
Alright, so
Is it? I thought it was a free action. Drain bonded. I think
I'll
it
double
is.
check. I'll double check, but continue on.
Drain bonded item is a free action. You have one more. What do you do?
He's gonna keep going away.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Yarm just lowers his hand with the elixir of life in a slight bit of disappointment.
You can also take
Seeing
that as well.
Seeing that, he's gonna take the potion.
Okay, you take it from his hand. It's in your hand, but, well, it's in your jaw. You're a dragon. Anyway, we go to the Cursed Guardian. It is going to try to come down the stairs. Your paltry magics can't... Reflex.
This is gonna be beautiful.
Ah! It falls.
Beautiful.
It starts sliding down the stairs here. As it goes prone, I will say, at this point.
Oh, I don't have an opportunity.
DM Fiat.
Ah.
Flat-footed.
I would say, yeah, running down greased stairs and falling like that. I am going to put an extra 1d6 damage on it, though, because of that being like the crit effect of going prone.
Beautiful.
Sure, I'll take it.
Man.
Beautiful.
No, there's actually 2 spaces of reflex it would have to take, so it does succeed on the other one, so it won't take the damage and won't have to spend an extra action standing up, I'll say. But at the very least, it moved, it fell. It still, unfortunately, will have to spend its second action standing up. And we'll go for
Giraffe
strike
doesn't have
against
a
Giraffe.
reaction, right?
Wait, what?
Unfortunately not.
Yeah.
A hit.
Uh-oh.
Giraffe.
Uh-oh.
You take 15 points of damage as the jaws sort of slam into your side, putting you down to 0.
Chomp.
Enough!
Excellent. Just exactly what I wanted there.
However, that's all they can do. Wasted plenty of its actions doing that. Gaz.
Kobold looks at the oil flask in his hand, sufficiently prepared to a makeshift fire grenade, and simply lobs it at the cursed bear in front of him. Burn in hell, you spectre!
Alright, roll
Mankind ill needs a savior.
ranged attack. This is with your dexterity modifier.
I do not have a ranged attack, so that's gonna be tricky.
So +1, and then... Yeah, let me see. It'd be a +5, I think. Yeah. No, +4,
Alright,
actually.
So 1d20 plus 5.
Yeah, roll it as that. If it matters, we'll specify and make sure that that's correct. 12 is not going to exactly hit.
I'm going to spend my last hero point on that, if I can.
Sure.
I can't do that with the context menu here, unfortunately.
18 on the dice, though. That's still a miss. As... Oh, that frightened would have gone away, but it doesn't matter because they're still clumsy from that spell. Though, as the bomb is sent over, or the little, like, pint of oil just clambers to its side, hits the grass, doesn't break or anything, it goes inert, essentially. Because for those, they don't have the other bomb rules, they're just, if they hit, this happens. Anything else, though?
It has like a DC 10 check if it even ignites.
Yeah.
As is slowly like losing his options and simply going to move next to Jarm and try to maybe contribute to if he comes charging again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's also going to grip his weapon two-handed again.
Sure. Yarm.
Alright. Yarm sort of starts multitasking and pulls out another elixir of life in one hand, and then he, with the those two alchemical items in his two hands, he sort of begins almost T-posing to
I have missed some fortitude saves. I need to do one more for the the monster.
Right.
Because Kiba's turn would have come up, and he moved. So yeah, I missed one, and then it will happen on Kiba's turn again. That's always a thing with these. Either way, 4 on the dice, it fails. Again, it takes 1d10 poison damage.
How does it keep failing?
That's
8
incredible.
more, still alive, but it's
Wonderful.
coming on pretty soon again. Yeah, Yarm, what do you do?
Yarm holds his hands out. One hand applies a Blackadder poison to Kiba's glaive once more, and the other hand feeds a minor elixir of life right into Gaz's mouth.
Alright, use that elixir. Let's see what the healing is.
Gaz clicks that, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's 1 healing point.
I should stop taking die.
Either way, it's something, maybe.
Something. And Yarm's hands are now empty, and that's it for his turn.
Kiba.
Okay, step forward to be in range. Well, then I suppose we have no choice. Perhaps this is the only way you can be redeemed.
There is a bear between us and our dying comrade, Kiba.
That's right. I swing my glaive.
5 on the dice. No.
Wow. This isn't going well.
No cutting it there.
I continue to do this because I have to. Okay. I'll just stand here.
As your faith wavers, it does need to make that fort save again for the venom. Though this time it rolls a total of 32, which is well and above the DC. A crit success means they go down 2 stages, which means the poison has abated for them.
It's not a crit success, is it?
32
No,
against
it
an
is.
18, yeah.
32. Right, yeah.
Either way, they did take a good amount of damage anyway from something they shouldn't have in the first place, but Kiba, yeah, those strikes aren't hitting. Arinth.
I have exactly 1 spell slot left.
Well,
Yeah.
3 action
Oh.
magic missile.
Oh,
waving your claws in front of you. 4. 3. 3. It's at 1 health.
oh.
Oh.
As it barely holds on against that flurry of magic missiles, you just
Barely.
cut it. Of course.
Barely holds on.
They patter out from your claws and into it. Unfortunately, doesn't kill it just yet. Giraffe, I need a death saving throw. Recovery check on your character sheet.
Parents swears
Okay,
loudly in
Let me
Draconic.
see if I can do that.
Top left of your character sheet.
I see it. Is this public blind?
Yeah, it's certainly public. Because you'll still know what happens when the roll finishes, which is a failure. You go up by 1 dying value, you're at dying 2. As you slip further away from life, we go to the Guardian as it lumbers forward. You won't understand why I do this. Why? They're going to get up here and strike at Kiba first.
Thank goodness.
2 on the dice. No hit there. Swiping then at the weakened Gaz. 8 on the dice, because it is enfeebled. Will not
Bless.
hit. Too weak to get the strike in fast enough for you to be hit. Gaz, we go to you. Just 1
Finish him, yes.
good hit.
I don't care what you do this for. All I even care about is getting you to the floor right now. And he's going to strike.
Alright. No hit
Also
there.
not liking me today.
Some days are just like that. I did. Sorry, go ahead.
You know what? I'm going to. He in his frustration, he's going to try a jaws attack and bite at the Guardian
Okay.
with the attack penalty.
Jump.
Bite, 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 bite.
Oh, come on.
Not a hit there. Very close, but just too little strength left in you.
For an
Anything
attack
else?
strike, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, not doing it, I think.
Pretty much have to.
Bite,
Rolled
bite,
over
bite,
it,
bite,
didn't hit it.
Bite, bite, bite.
So you're just gnawing towards it, not getting through any of the tough fur, the arm. It goes to you.
Yarn pulls out a dread apple and lobs it at the bear.
Okay, do you have to roll the attack? Because on a crit fail, or on a crit, yeah, on a crit fail, it won't hit the slash. So we'll see. Though that is a regular failure. As you send the dread ampule out, this sort of gassy cloud of a quick explosive face, the skull, and the purple smoke that it spews emanates from it. It gets clipped by it, and that seems to have been the last straw for its aching and mortally wounded body. It falls to the ground, destroyed. And that is where we'll end tonight's session. Exactly at 10 o'clock.
Nice.
Wonderful. Nice.
Excellent.
That
So-
was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
2 boars and now 2 bears.
Please.
Yep.
I do appreciate this wall of protective kobolds, so I will say.
I'm
I
gonna
love
have to get my
graphic
shield
stuff
fixed
dying.
up after with that. Good grief. It's the only thing I've contributed to this fight, just standing between the bear and parent. All my other rolls failed horribly.
But yeah, as that'll be it for us tonight. Thank you all for watching. I'll put this up on YouTube as usual on Monday. Otherwise, thank you for being here. And does anybody else want to talk about their shoutouts, their channels, stuff like that?
Eldrunak, I haven't streamed in weeks because of college.
Well,
Aw.
yeah, I get busy as hell as well. But,
Yeah.
Kiba,
And I am Chris Kobold, and I stream indie games, adventure games, sometimes Metroidvania type games. And I like to go on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays when I'm not too tired from work.
alright. So, with that being said, my little announcements, of course, are every map that you see us play on are my maps. I've created each of them. And if you want a taste of them, if you want to use them for your own campaigns, you can find them on my Patreon. I'll be doing more videos on YouTube, but it's been taking some time as I gotta wait for other games to finish in my professional GMing that happens most of the week. Either way. Thank you guys for coming.
Coolest YouTuber.
Mm-hmm. So, that'll be the end of the stream. See you guys.
Ciao.
Hey guys.